God damn it. The delay right now on OBS is freaking retarded. Anyways, welcome everybody to another Chaturday night. This is probably going to be a smaller, shorter one. Hopefully we get into some Persona 5. I'm going to try because it's a Sunday night. It's a chill night. We got some things to talk about. Just some things. Nothing crazy happened over the past couple of days, but I need some more content for tomorrow that is not just video game related. So yeah. Gonna be covering some of that because we got some stupid people out there in the world saying some stupid stuff. You know, Pokemain, who's an uber capitalist individual who put out cookies that ranged in price between $27 to $35, told people if you can't buy them that if you're a broke boy, just say so, and is now out there attacking capitalism. So make that one make sense. We got MoistCr1TiKal legitimately crashing out over ICE and the Trump administration. Like, no joke. Bro lost it. So we will talk a little bit on that. And then we'll see where the night goes us. Yes, I'm going to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday in Minnesota because, well, it is mainly centered around the MoistCr1TiKal segment. But we'll dabble in that. I don't like to talk politics that much. For those of you that are pretty much aware, like on my channel directly, I don't like to talk hardcore politics. I find it to just be so mind-numbingly stupid from time to time. If you get what I'm putting down there, like everybody gets into their little ideological holes and stuff, and they'll even say that I'm being an ideologue right now and simping for Trump, simping for my orange trout leader and everything like that. I don't. No, if something bad happens, I'll say something bad happened. Guess what? Yesterday, I'm not a huge fan of how that all played out. I can also sit here and tell you guys all two things. It's a messy fucking situation. I hate that it happened. But if you play a stupid game, you're going to win a stupid prize. That's practically what it boils down to. There should be a legitimate investigation into this one because it's not as clean cut as the Renee Good situation. You people should be, you know, potentially disciplined, probably put on to desk duty or stuff like that. Do I think there needs to be a, oh my God, trial and you murdered somebody, blah, blah, blah? No, because what it boils down to is, hey, dude did have a gun. He was fighting with cops. Bad things happened. It's a reality of the situation. It sucks that it happened. That's what it boils down to. Nobody was at. Ultimately, the guy was breaking the law. So we will talk a little bit about that because there's also there's some retarded takes out there. People that I have some good respect for are having some really retarded takes. And there's some people that are having some decent takes. Like, I'm shocked at some of the takes that are going on. Like, it goes back to the Renee Good situation where when Renee Good, you know, she ran into the officer. We know that she hit the officer with the car. You could see it in the clip. He goes backwards. He moonwalks backwards without moving his feet. Okay, that happened. Dude gets bumped by the car. Car is a lethal weapon. Shots clear. People were fucking saying, no, there's an execution there. This one, it's not an execution. This is just a messy situation. But there's still retarded takes of like, oh, what do you mean you can't protest cops with gun in hand? No, you can't fight cops with a gun. Don't fight cops or antagonize cops while you have a gun. Just don't do it. sometimes people are just complete idiots. Yes! My whole thing is, hey, I have no problem with you protesting ICE. I think you're an idiot if you want to protest ICE, but guess what? I have no problem with you protesting ICE. If you think the ICE is doing something bad, use this thing called the court system. Legitimately, go to court with it. Do the legal means to getting this all fixed and everything, because you want to know what? If you try to do anything else outside of that, you're gonna get your shit kicked in and it's not gonna be good. You will lose your life. Don't do it. I don't know why this has to be said to people. Hey, don't fight with cops. Don't antagonize cops. Don't antagonize these people. Don't go after the people with the boom boom sticks. This is simple self-preservation tactics at this point in time. Guess what? I've been in some bad situations myself throughout my life. I made stupid decisions. I made dumb decisions. Guess what? I've been in places I probably shouldn't have been. When shit started hitting the fan, you know what I did? I got up and I left because I knew bad shit was about to happen. I felt it. I knew something bad was about to happen, and I left the situation. And guess what? Bad shit happened. I was clear. Nothing bad happened to me because I left. But apparently there's people that think, no, bad thing here. We need to go further into the bad thing, and then, pfft. Well, yeah, you fucked around. You fucked around trying to defend the bananas and rice, and look at where you are now. You don't have bananas and rice. You're dead. Sorry, I had to say the bananas and rice joke. But what else? I did have some, like, well, I have some other things. I also have, outside of the politics, real quick, I also have this other thing. I don't think I'm gonna make a clip on this, but it is just like it's retarded what I'm seeing, and it revolves around High Guard, which, for those of you who are unaware, High Guard is that game that was revealed at E3, like that last game where they really hyped it up. You know, they said all the things people were hoping for from the creators of Titanfall and all that, you know, all that stuff. And it turned out to just be another hero shooter. You know, they tickled our taint and then they didn't even give us what we wanted. Yeah. We'll talk about that because there is some drama. That game's set to release, I think, tomorrow, if not Tuesday. No, is it tomorrow? When is High Guard coming out? When is High Guard coming out? High Guard. Yeah. Why don't I just look it up on Steam? Why don't I do that stuff, Dermy? Why are you so freaking special? Yeah. I spelled that incredibly correct. Yes, I did. You guys are not going to see how I spelled that. High Guard. Okay, January 2nd. So it does come out tomorrow. I thought it came out on the 28th. But yes, High Guard comes out tomorrow. So we'll talk a little bit on that. Another channel said 23% of ICE arrests are in Texas, yet 2.2% are in Minnesota, yet all the rioters' attacks are in Minnesota. Coincidence? No, it's all planned by the extremely toxic far alt left-wing lunatics. So yes. Remember, though, a lot of people want to say that, hey, all the riots are just happening in Minnesota. There were riots in California. Remember that. That did happen last year. ICE came in and there was a bunch of bullshit that happened in California, leading to the Marines having to get called in. We saw that. But it's not really shocking that it's taking place in Minnesota, considering they are also the only state in the union that actually thought that would be a smart idea to go out and vote against Reagan. Oh, and also the Democratic Party, again, is known as the Democratic Farmer and Laborer Party. Because what tools do farmers use? Sickles. What tools do a laborer use? Hammers. Just throwing that one out there. But yeah, it's a commie hellhole. But what, you know what? Before we get into like Pokemon and all that, why don't we start off with this high guard thing? Because this will be quick. Because I really don't care to talk a whole lot on high guard. I think it's gonna be a flop. I just do. It looks interesting. I'm not doing the whole like, oh my god, it's DUI flop. No, what the bad thing is, marketed horribly. You blue balled a lot of people out the gate, and now there are a bunch of stands going around there being like, it's a great game, it's a great game, it's a great game. And you want to know why they're saying it's a great game? Well, come over here to Kada, because this isn't shocking. We'll zoom in. Wow, all the people who got complimentary flights, hotels, meals, and exclusive access to play High Guard are all saying the video game is good. Couldn't imagine why. And this is a legitimate thing. Now, this is something that's happened in several different games, okay? Several different franchises and games. Think that this is a smart idea. Think about it, okay? I'm putting out a game, and I'm gonna have you review my game. But in order to review my game, you need to come to me. Well, to get you out here, I'm gonna pay for your flight. I'm gonna pay for your hotel stay. I'm gonna pay for your meals. I'm gonna give you all these goodies. You'll get a goodie bag, and you'll get exclusive look and a exclusive playtest to play High Guard all the way here with us. Yeah, obviously people will take that. And then obviously the people that took that are gonna say that the game's good, because guess what? They're gonna want to end up coming out here again and say that, hey, we liked having this happen for us. We like having the time and everything and all, being pampered for a little bit on the other company's dime. We enjoy that so much. So we'll say the game's good. We'll give it a good review. We'll be all kind to you because we're gonna say everything is great because you took the time to fly us out here so we could review it for you. Yeah, logic would say the natural human response would be to say that it's just good, and everybody would say that it's fine. But would you imagine, this post from Kada did start up like craziness. And I did get a little bit into it because it's idiotic to say the least. Like, not thinking that, hey, no, like basically thinking that the reviewers are gonna give these games higher remarks because they got pampered. Yeah, that's logic at that point in time, but people still don't act like that's logical. Like, hey, you're gonna come out here and get all this good crazy stuff for free and you're gonna be honest? No, you're not. You might be a little honest, but all that stuff's gonna skew how it is that you view this experience, how you review all this stuff. It's gonna start changing your opinions on this, and it is, for lack of a better term, bribing people. But we come over here to staycation. Well, you guys didn't stay on a staycation. I'm just gonna say that one. But had to unfollow the corn star I liked because she went nuts with all the ice drama. Dude, they're all insane. But the rose-tinted shades are on and didn't even go. A collective 22 hours of travel and 3 days just to sit for a play session. I would hope the bed is paid for and they fed us at the event. You can be skeptical without bashing others. The event was great. The people even better. So 22 hours of travel in 3 days. Well, okay, yeah, that's a decent amount of travel. They paid for your bed and they fed you. Why did they have to go? Because this is a digital project right here. This is a digital property. They could easily email you a one-time code to get access to said game for you to review. Because that's what I'm sitting here saying. Why aren't you doing that? You know, why do they have to take the time to bring you out? This isn't like a movie, for lack of a better term, even though I don't like what they do with movies nowadays, where you go to these test screenings, you do all that stuff because you have to be at these exact locations because they don't want the movie to leak out because it's a movie. This is digital. Everything here is digital. One-time code. There you go. Play it for X amount of time. Code expires. Boom. Done. Only able to use it once. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Hell, give it out to these people so that they can play it while they stream so they can get honest opinions while other people can take a look at it, see what's wrong, say, hey, you know what? This looks crappy. This looks bad. Blah, 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 blah. You get it. That makes sense. Give it to the reviewers and give them the ability to do that. That all makes sense. It doesn't make sense anymore to chip out thousands and thousands of dollars to basically bribe people to say that the game's good. You save a whole lot of money doing it what I just advocated for there, but you see me. Why don't they just send you a demo? Why wouldn't they just do that, though? Legitimately, think about it. Why wouldn't they just send you a demo? It's cheaper to do that. It's easier, and you get honest opinions at that point in time. They still might be a little biased in favor of you because, hey, they got the special access to the demo, but it's still better. It still means that you're not shipping out that much money and you have more money in your pocket. Marketing costs go down. This is all good. Well, we get this dude responding. It's easier for a loser to leak that. In creator programs, people always get outed for leaking gameplay. How would they control you at home? All they could do is beg you not to record the and post it. Well, again, go back to what I said. One-time code expires in 30 minutes, something like that. Maybe a couple hours. Do something like that. Simple enough. Just ship it out. Hey, you get to X part in the game. Done. Demos? Demos used to do that all the time. And at the same time, make it a one-time code. You aren't allowed to give it to anybody else. You, in order to access this property, you must use this one-time code. Once it's used, it's gone. Bye. Can't grab it back. Simple enough. Simultaneously, if you add in the whole, hey, you can stream said game. You can stream this gameplay so that people can see that you are actively playing the game. We can all look at playing this game. We can all engage and the audience can see what they are seeing, you know, because there's also not been a whole lot of marketing going on for Highguard. I got that one trailer and then it was kind of... So yeah, that would actually be a smart idea. All you reviewers, go out there, stream the game, get some talking going on. Hey, you guys can engage with yourself, play it, do something like that. Makes sense. This person is coping and didn't actually respond to what Kata said. None of them are. Well, I responded. So you would rather spend thousands of dollars on bringing a bunch of people out to just say your game is good instead of sending them a one-time code out for people to test the game out? Sounds stupid. Because it does. Well, he responded. And how would that change people's perception on getting the game? You show the creators that you care more doing what they did instead of just sending codes to their house. They're more willing to give it a try instead of probably the 1 hour they would have done. It is better for them to bribe you to play the game instead of giving you access to the game so that you can play it because you want to get, you know, more of these copies. Saving money and sending out the one-time codes is better. It is worse, actually, not better. Doing that is worse than bribing people. Because that's what he's advocating for. It is better that we bribe you to say the game's good, give you the hotel stay, give you the food, give you all this shit and exclusive access instead of, you know, just play the game and tell us what it is. Because that's all I care about is how does the game play? What's the game like? Is it good? Is it bad? That's all I care about. So you would rather bribe creators. Because that's what it is. All these are now, at this point in time, all they're doing is bribing the reviewers to give them good reviews. There's no need to do this anymore. There's barely ever any physical copies of any single game out there. You could do a one-time special edition little, you know, just had a flash drive or something like that that only has the game on there and crazy shit there. But all this is, because all these properties are now digital, all this is quite literally saying it is better to bribe our reviewers to say the game's good instead of, hey, play the game and tell us what you think. Imagine trying to pretend that you were put out by this. Legitimately, that's the most retarded part. Like, I can't believe that I had to travel 22 hours in 3 days to be pampered, put up in a hotel, play a game, have a nice meal given to me. I can't believe I had to do all this just so I could play a video game and say the game's good. Oh, that's so hard. Bro, give me that. Listen, Pokemon Company. I know you'll never do this, but just listen, okay? I know you'll never ever do this. Take me out to Japan. I will play Pokepia. Just give me a nice hotel, some food. I'll play the game, and I guarantee you I'll be super honest with my review. I will tell everybody how I feel about said game, fully knowing that I have no real interest in any games that are like that. You know, I'm not a huge fan of games like what was it, Animal Crossing. I like Stardew Valley, but that's just because Stardew Valley is just super fucking chill and relaxing. But yes, I will tell you right now, I will give Pokepia outstanding, I mean, an unbiased review. You could do everything you give me, you know, a grab bag, a little thing like that. I will be as honest and objective as possible. My opinion will not be skewed. And I will tell everybody that it was a hard time. I had to travel to Japan, guys. I had to go to Japan to play this game. I had to be put up in a hotel. They fed me. Oh my God, look how hard that is. And it wasn't even my dollars. All I had to do was spend gas money to get to the airport. And even that they reimbursed. Oh my God, look at how hard it is. This is why I hate reviewers as well. Because it doesn't make sense. This is a bygone era style. It works a little bit with movies because when you do a movie, you also want the setting. You want the area. You want the experience of a movie theater. You know, it makes sense to sit down, turn on the movie, have the experience there, the rockish, the surround sound, all that makes sense. That can change how you experience said movie. Certain screens also don't have that capability. Your home theater might not be the setup the way they want you to actually experience said movie. That all makes sense. You know, like IMAX movies. There's only a handful of actual IMAX screens in theaters in the entire United States. So setting those up at a special screening at a particular IMAX theater, that all makes sense. Because that's very specific. This is a fucking video game. Send a one-time code out. There you go. I've gotten review copies. I played a couple on stream, played some of them off stream. Guess what? It's a one-time code. Is what it is. I don't get why these people think that they need to be pampered and then cry when they get pampered. Sorry, my notifications were going off. I was curious what was happening. I can't show that on stream, but that was a good picture. What is this? Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, before I forget. What is it? What the fuck? Oh, this is actually funny. Okay. What the fuck? I hate Mr. Beast. Before we get into Pokemon, I have one last thing. This will be connected to Mr. Beast because Mr. Beast did something that is fucking sketchy. Where is it? Okay. So let me make sure I have what I need right because I forgot to grab the payment. I don't have case. No, that is not. I need to go here. Let's go quote. Post engagement. Because there was one person I wanted. There it is. Okay, I got it. So Mr. Beast did something fucking creepy. Like, this is creepy, dude. From Killa, which, okay. Mr. Beast showed a $200 million lab where no chickens are harmed to make genetically grown chicken meat. A project that could potentially save billions of animals. Mr. Beast even ate real chicken versus the lab-grown chicken and noticed no difference. What? What?
To Upside Foods that has literally produced hundreds of thousands of pounds of chicken meat without killing a single chicken. Which is incredible because over 220 million chickens are killed every single day in order.
Yes, because we as humans must eat. We kill things and eat it. I have cows. Well, no, they're actually gone right now, but there's usually cows out in our field. And you want to know what I like to name them? Steak, ribeye, brisket, hamburger. Because I plan on eating you. You will be good in my stomach. I don't really give a shit that so many chickens die every day because we eat them. We need nourishment to live. What the fuck? That idiot thinks his Feastables are good. Never trust this asshat. His Feastables are good because they're filled with fucking chocolate. Not chocolate, sugar. It's sugar to the max. That's why he does this.
To sustain demands for their meat. And Upside Foods has spent over $200 million in research and development in order to create this technology.
Let me show you how we do it.
Please do. I don't understand.
When we took cells from a chicken egg.
I'm trying not to be racist right now, but I mean, just... He has the voice.
In 2018, we cracked an egg, we took a small amount of cells, and we froze them in this that goes down to -80.
Wow. And you've used those cells to make hundreds of thousands of pounds of chicken meat.
Step 2 is we take those cells, we gently thaw them out.
Oh my gosh. This is simulating a chicken's body, and the cells are just multiplying.
Once
This is creepy. This is fucking creepy, man.
we get enough of them, we move on to step 3.
This is protein, fat, sugar. I'm literally feeding the chicken cells over there so they can multiply into chicken meat.
That's right, yes.
This is not cool. This is creepy. I'm feeding the cells with fat, sugar, all this lab-grown shit. This is creepy and barbaric and disgusting.
And once the chicken feed is in the container, it moves all the way through these pipes and through the factory and eventually ends up in here.
You can look through this. You'll see chicken cells just swimming and swimming in there.
Oh.
All it looks like is liquid. That's all it fucking looks like. I don't see the cells. I see liquid. It kind of looks like a brewery, which at a brewery, it's kind of cool because at the finished project is, you know, beer. Here, this is creepy. This is nightmare fuel. I feel like we're watching the beginning of Resident Evil. I feel like a biological creature is gonna come out of all this and try to kill us all.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot of chicken.
So every 2 seconds, this produces a chicken's worth of chicken meat.
Yeah, every few seconds.
And saving chicken lives is not the only upside.
Chicken lives matter. Chicken lives matter. No, they don't. They're monsters. They're evil. They're pure garbage creatures. The only good they have is that they help you actually produce like good gardens. They go around, they graze, they clean up bugs, critters like that, help you actually till the soil even. Like they do have benefits to having chickens. And then when they get older, they quit producing eggs because eggs are also a great source of protein and nutritional values like that. Hey, once you get to they get older, they can't produce the eggs anymore. You know what you do? You eat them. Because I like to eat chicken. I hate chickens. They're nightmare creatures. They used to be dinosaurs. These used to be T-Rexes. Okay? But guess what? Chicken tastes good. And if you take this away, what is Vagabond gonna be eating? Because I see him coming in chat. Howdy, Vagabond. What is Vagabond gonna be eating? We all need chicken.
To Upside Foods. These chickens don't get diseases, so you don't have to worry about a disease.
There is no chicken. It's just cells. It's liquid. This is fucking science. There's no physical creature here. Don't act like, oh my God, this is all. Look at these chickens. They're not going to get sick. No. It's not actually a chicken. It's just liquid glop. It's fucking nightmare fuels. Why are you acting like it's a literal chicken here? It is just slop. What the fuck are you going to do with all that extra chickens? That's another question. What are we going to do with all the chickens? Because chickens multiply. They multiply just indefinitely. So what are we going to do with all the excess chicken? Bad things can happen. We can have bird flu. We can have monsters.
Yeast spreading on the farm and then you eating a sick chicken. Honestly, it seems too good to be true.
Well, let's go and try it.
Please, I need to try it. I need to see how this tastes. Now we're gonna put the meat we just grew to the test. Come on in, I brought one of the best chefs I know, Nick DiGiovanni, and he's prepared for us 2 chicken sandwiches. One of these sandwiches, a chicken was killed today to make.
Great. Can we kill more chickens to make more sandwiches? Please?
The other, no chickens were killed, and it was grown in a lab. Which do you think we'll like better?
I think if I cook it right, you won't be able to tell.
Okay, this is gonna be.
Okay, now you're just fucking moving the goalpost. Because if they are cooked right, if they are cooked by a fucking great chef, yeah, you're probably gonna have a hard time figuring out what's what. Because they cooked it, they had seasonings, they did a bunch of different stuff, they did their best to fucking get there. Yeah, you're probably gonna have a hard time doing it. Guess what? Not the average fucking person sounds like that or looks like that or is able to do that. That sounds good, LOL. No, it doesn't. This all sounds nightmarish. All I'm gonna sit there and tell you guys right now is for the fucking slop chicken, I'm willing to bet you $5 that he had to go like, okay, to make this slop taste anything like the original, I need to put a fucking ingredient cabinet's worth of seasoning in here just to even attempt that. Average citizens can't do that shit.
A good test. He's now giving me one of each chicken sandwich. So we're both trying this one. Here's what it actually is. Me and Tariq do not know. Cheers.
Cheers it. Here we go.
Well, chicken.
Chicken.
Now we're gonna try this one. This is what it is. We don't know.
Cheers it.
I honestly can't tell.
It's actually scary how similar they, I mean, they're both chicken.
No matter what,
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This sounds nightmarish. This sounds pure evil.
both of them taste really good. This one's the cultivated one.
You're wrong.
No shot.
That's the cultivated one.
Realize, no, I want to go back. I want to go back to something. It's not a good angle. Look at his plate. And I know it's hard to see. Look at his plate. The real chicken one, he ate more of that one. The cultivated one, the fake chicken one, he ate less of. Boy, I fucking don't believe you coming out here saying, it tastes the same. Look, it tastes the same. You ate more of the fucking real one. Shut the fuck up. You knew which one was which. You're lying right now, you fucking psychotic human being.
That's the cultivated one.
Honestly, can't tell the difference.
No, look at these. You have more eaten from the real fucking piece of chicken than the fake one. You're lying. You're lying right now.
What the heck?
And what's crazy is in the near future, this technology could save the lives of trillions of.
I don't give a shit about trillions of fucking chickens. Why do you think I care about trillions of goddamn chickens? They're there to be mutilated and destroyed and fill my belly. They are not real peoples. They are chickens. Why do we want to multiply all these creatures? What are we going to do with them then? What are we going to do with the eggs? We eat eggs. Why are we acting like this is a problem? We should be, no. Chicken good. Chickens are one of the greatest sources of fucking food of the human, like, on Earth. Eggs, great source of protein. Multiplying by exponential amounts of chickens daily. They just keep multiplying. Then them themselves are great sources of protein. Everything about a chicken is food. Why are we sitting here acting like we are going to be saving chicken lives? This is great. Chicken lives matter. CLM. No, they're chickens.
Chickens and other animals.
To upside foods that has.
You are not going to touch my steak. You are not going to touch my steak, okay? You're not. It's not going to happen. Fuck off. I want my steak. This is all nightmarish. This is all bananas and rice. This is all this is. This will put farmer, if this actually is successful, by the way, which it's not going to be because there's a load of fucking bullshit coming out of his mouth right now, but let's say that this stuff was successful. People would be put out of jobs. A lot of jobs would be lost to this. Ranchers would have their entire lives destroyed because of this. But hey, you know, chicken lives matter. He probably faking like he fakes watches anime. Dude, I 100% agree with you. But hey, guess what? Hey, at least he got that bag. Mr. Beats promoting epic slop meat alternative company. Look inside. Founded by Bill Gates every single time. Abu Dhabi Growth Fund. Bali G Ford. Bill Gates. At least he got that Bill Gates money, bro. At least he got that Bill Gates money to come out here and go like, oh my God, it's great. What they're doing here will save chicken lives. Because chicken lives matter, apparently, and I should care. All I care about is your... I don't know if I can say that on stream. All I care about is when you get deep fried, maybe cut off a little bit more. Howdy, hoodie, how you doing? Maybe cut off a leg here or there, you know, deep fry you, maybe saute you a little bit, mix you in with some other stuff, maybe some rice. Chicken and rice. I like some good chicken and rice. Chicken fried rice. I don't give a shit about chickens outside of their value for me to eat them. I'm not here to save chickens. I'm here to eat them. But we also have this. Elon Musk tweeted this one out. And it did get me going like 100%. Mr. Beast just comes out here, does this stuff for money to act like it's super cool. Yeah.
This is how large Starship is. Once it's fully put together, everything we just showed you. The camera doesn't do it justice.
Looks like a dildo. All I'm gonna say, it looks like a dildo.
This thing is massive. This is how...
Cool. Yeah, cool. I do like how Elon Musk jumped in on this to be like, dude, you're out here doing this shit. You did this for me just a little bit ago. God, chicken lives matter. That is the what? Why do we care about chickens' lives? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Chicken are chickens. They don't have, like, they might have some feelings, but they're chickens. They go bark, 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 and they try to kill you. They used to be dinosaurs, motherfucker. They used to be fucking T-Rexes. Yes, they are monsters. We eat them. The T-Rex used to eat us, and now we eat them. That's why they call him Mr. Beast, because he's 666, bro. 666. God, I fucking hate. Real quick, I hate the wintergreen Zen. Side note, tangent. I hate wintergreen Zen because I like peppermint because I can just sit there and I can feel the peppermint through and through. Wintergreen, I taste it for a little bit and then it just feels like there's gunk sitting on my fucking lips. And it bothers the shit out of me. So I go through wintergreen like it's going out of style. That's why I like my peppermint. Peppermint Zen all the way. But why don't we get into this? Okay, why don't we get into one of our first actual topics that we're gonna be, you know, clipping out and stuff. So this was making the rounds today. Pokemain, huh? I kind of feel like right now a lot of the stuff that Pokemain's doing is basically rage baiting, clip farming, and doing everything she can to stay relevant in the nowadays zeitgeist. Problem is, every time she says literally anything, it's idiotic. It's kind of stupid. I mean, I'm not really expecting much from one of the Twitch oligarch individuals, but it kind of looks like, hey, she's doing her hardest to at least remain relevant, and it's falling flat on her face because we got this right now. Pokemain was genuinely upset while speaking on how society is broken and people prioritize work and money over real friendships. Well, that's really rich coming from you, Pokemain. Again, one of the Twitch oligarchic individuals, and a lot of your relationships is just based on making money and everything like that. But why don't we actually hear what she had to say, shall we? Why don't we listen to the great queen, Pokemain, speak?
Fortunately, we live in such a self-centered, capitalistic society, and it sucks because it trains us to prioritize work and money above all else, even
work and money in order for us to actually be able to sustain friendships, reliable connections with individuals. We end up going out there and actually benefit one another. We benefit our families. We do all the sorts of things like that. Yes, we need to do that. Working and making money is a good thing. I mean, that's something that you did, Pokemain. You wouldn't be where you are now without working, getting that bag, and now being one of the largest fucking most rich Twitch streamers out there. You are part of the oligarchy over there, so I don't really like to listen to you scream about capitalism when you make fucking millions of dollars.
And friendships, even being there for other people. And then, again, it creates this culture where people are like, oh, I don't want to bother them. They're probably busy.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard so many people discuss this. In order to have a village, you need to be a villager. I think that's really true. Like, if you want people to be there for you when you need it, you got to be there for them when they need it.
What? Okay, yes, but at the same time, in order to be there, you need resources. Guess what gets you resources? Money. Guess how you get money? Working. That's basic math right there.
But it's also annoying to even have to like convince someone to be there for you so you can be there for them. It's like, it's a whole myriad of things.
I don't even know what the fuck you just said there. All I know is now you're screaming and crying about capitalism, which is again very rich coming from Pokemain. It is very rich to hear her ever scream and say that capitalism is bad and it's created this self-centered society that now we don't even care about one another. It's very rich coming from the woman that did this. You know, the cookies, Pokemain cookie controversy, and I don't even remember what the name of her freaking cookies are. Is it Miana, whatever? But I know it was a white label cookie that was put out there for various amounts of dollars. Primarily, it was like 6, maybe 8 cookies within these health-centric bags that cost frickin' upwards of $20 to $35. And I'm saying $20 to $35 because the prices ranged, okay? The company's gone now. She's not selling them anymore, but the prices were so astronomically high for cheap white label cookies that people complained about it. Because yes, it is ridiculous to see a self-centered socialist nut job whose net worth is also ranging anywhere in between $6 million to $12 million, put out cheap fucking white label cookies that she didn't even make herself for $30, $35, however freaking expensive it is now. The website's gone, so we can't really fact check that crap anymore. But when called out on that, and I know this is an edited version of what she ended up saying from the clip, but it's such a great line that we all know and love, again, from the woman that hates capitalism.
I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
That's right, guys. If you guys couldn't afford her $30 fucking white label slop cookies, if you can't do that, well, you're just a broke boy, so you just say so. You're just a broke boy. Now look at where she's at. Capitalism is a problem. People are working hard so that they could get stuff, and they aren't trying to have realistic conversations with anybody. They're not pushing actual connective tissue with anybody. But if you're a broke boy, just say so. Kind of a drastic change there, isn't it, Pokemain? Kind of weird for you to be out here saying eat the fucking rich when at the same time you're like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. How do I quit being a broke boy? Maybe working, getting that bag. Some of us can't just turn on a camera and say a bunch of vapid loser stuff all the time. Okay? Some of us can't milk our looks and beauty and rely on a bunch of Sims to take care of us. I mean, you're a broke boy. Get that money. Just do what I did and do absolutely nothing. Hey, but, I mean, just remember these cookies. We can go about these cookies all day and night and how she tried to scam people for these white level slop things. We could also bring up the fact that this was just last November when she was saying, I miss when streaming was about gaming, not just drama baiting and clip farming. Even though that seems to be a lot of what you're doing right now, Pokemain. Seems to be a lot of what you're doing is going out there clip baiting, drama farming, trying to act all virtuous and wonderful and how capitalism is bad and you need to quit being a broke boy and care more about your family and blah, 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 blah. Oh, drama content is awful. Drama clip farming is awful. Clip farming is awful. That's also why I bought myself an engagement ring. Bought myself an expensive engagement ring because I needed to feel good about myself and to marry myself. So I bought myself a very fucking expensive engagement ring. Yeah, capitalism bad, guy, and if you're a brokey, don't just say so. Oh, and I'm also gonna go out there in the world and just scream, Pokemon calls out to eat the rich while being a multimillionaire. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America?
You're Canadian, by the way, so shut the fuck up.
Right? It's getting there, right?
We already have one.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
Yeah, good virtue signaling right there.
We hate the rich. Anyways.
We hate the rich, guys. We hate the rich. Net worth about $6 to $12 million. I'm gonna go out there and buy an expensive fucking ring. I'm gonna go out there and also sell expensive fucking cookies and shame you if you can't afford my cookies. That's why I had to go under, because we can't actually sell these slop cookies to anybody. And then at the same time, we're gonna go to fancy little places and buy expensive goods because eat the rich, guys. And I can't play the music connected to this one because I will 100% get copyrighted. I have to refresh real quick. I will get copyrighted into oblivion if I play this music, but if it actually fucking wants to load, I guess it won't load. So, yeah. Going out to like Gucci stores and stuff to buy Gucci bags because that's what's more important, guys. Eating the rich, nah. Capitalism's bad, nah. At the end of the day, Pokemon is just what she hates the most. She is a clip farmer. She is a drama slop individual. She is doing all this to try to stay relevant, and quite frankly, you're bad at it. You don't even say logical things. You're saying this to virtue signal and try to act all just and mighty and wonderful and everything like this, but your actions don't actually even follow. If you actually cared about eating the rich and hating capitalism, you would give it all up tomorrow. You would give every last dollar you own to some sort of charity out there and live a simple, not so lavish lifestyle. But that's not you, Pokemon. You're just saying this stuff to try to get virtue signal points. You're just saying this stuff to try to act virtuous. In reality, you're just another one of those vapid, narcissistic, loser, egomaniacal freaks out there that can't even see past their own window, that can't even understand the simple human psychology here or even the human experience, because you're not human. You're a monster. Bye. I hate Pokemon. I hate her. The only good thing she does is she has a good booty. That was another fucking drama. Just a few weeks ago, she's out there being all like, I hate that women have to, are like men objectify women. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's awful to see that. Then just a few weeks ago, no joke, she's out there shaking her ass and she has a great booty shake. I'm not gonna lie. Like, back it up, baby. But then she goes like, oh my God, somebody's gotta clip this. I have to move. No, you did that on purpose. Everybody knows you fucking do this shit on purpose. You're a drama content slot machine. Your only real value is basically get your ass in the kitchen at this point in time, because nothing you do is good. And this hero hate clip still hasn't fucking loaded. It's just loading. It's just cycling. It's not doing anything. I had it all loaded up before stream. It worked fine, and now it's not. This is stupid. I just hope Pokemon... Why does Pokemon... Like, outside of Gooner bait, what is she even good at? She talks vapid, narcissistic shit. She has a podcast where the one time she could have gotten a W, say, hey, we're not going to have Hassan on because Hassan's, he shocked his dog. It's bad luck. He's not doing good stuff. No, you end up throwing all that shit onto your fucking, on your producers and blame your producers for canceling with Hassan, even though your producers were doing the fucking smart shit. Just a few weeks ago, she left her mic on when she went to piss. Oh, God. She knows what she's doing. She's just gooner baiting. She's gooner baiting clip farming. That's all she's doing. Let me see. Can I find that clip of Pokemon shaking her ass? Because it was a good shake. I'm not going to lie. It was a good shake. Pokemon shaking ass. That is something I didn't need to see. Yeah, I wish I didn't. Fucking X search has been fucking awful right now. It has been atrocious, and I see shit I can't show on stream so often. Video. This was just a few weeks ago. Where is it? Right here. 4 weeks ago. And I probably can't play the music because I'm willing to bet she has copyrighted music on. She's dancing, having a good old time, you know. That was a good ass. That was a good ass shake. That was a good ass shake. Not for weirdos though, but I mean that's a good ass shake. Yeah, because she ends up criticizing weirdos for her booty shake. She's like, I should have done this. The weirdos are gonna clip it. No, you did this on purpose. You did that. Back it up, baby. Back it up. Back it up. Please, for the love of God, back it up. And also, I cannot show you what X gave me when I typed in Pokemon shaking her ass. I cannot show you because right away there's a gay guy shaking his ass. And you saw everything. I saw into the chocolate starfish. X needs to fix its shit. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Okay, before we get into this. I've been fucking fighting with somebody right now on X because we're going to get into MoistCr1TiKal here. We're getting into MoistCr1TiKal. Because I don't want to bury the lead, but I've been fighting with this dumbass right now. Because I'll come over here. Like, I showed this dumbass a clip of MoistCr1TiKal, which we will play here soon, openly saying, yes, it's okay for kids to lop off their cock and balls. It's okay to do that. It's fine that that's happening. I show this person the words coming out of Moist's mouth, and they can't justify it. They have to do all sorts of fucking mental gymnastics. And now the latest one is, here's the clip for everyone to see, because I show you MoistCr1TiKal openly saying it's okay to do this. You're literally using Keemstar as a source. It's his own fucking words, you nutcase. Oh, well, I hope, and I pray to God, that cock and balls, okay, that you're sucking on Moist right now, I hope they're nice and sweaty for you. I hope he didn't shower for a couple days after using the gym, because that's what you deserve right now, because you're riding that cock real fucking hard. Jesus Christ. They're literally trying to say the video is him talking about circumcision. Because that's what he said later. The clip is him talking about circumcision. He literally made a video addressing it. His cope video where he's just denying saying this.
Do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make, yeah.
Okay, so a child can cut their penis off and take...
A child can cut his penis off. You could do the HRT. He's not pushing back right now when he's hearing this. No, he's not fighting back. He's fine with it. MoistCr1TiKal is fine with kids cutting off their cock and balls. But when we get into our next segment here, and when called out on this, everybody's wanting to run with it. It's circumcision. It's circumcision. He hears cock and balls. He hears hearing about cutting off a penis off. Where in the fucking world do you get circumcision from that? His own fucking words, you lunatic fucking cocksucking psychopath. All you're doing is riding his goddamn knob because you can't accept that your fucking boy is out there advocating for kids to cut off their cock and balls. Give me a second. Because the dude's literally now saying, well, Sneako's a bad person too. Yes, Sneako's a monster of a human being who literally goes around advocating for minors to get with fucking adults and that it's okay for minors to marry for adults to marry minors. That's nightmare fuel. That's awful. Sneako's a fucking predator of the highest regard. That doesn't change the fucking fact that Moist thinks that it's okay for you to cut off your cock and balls as a minor. What's this? I was just seeing something. Okay. Why don't we get into the latest? Why don't we get into the MoistCr1TiKal thing? Because I'm all nice and good warmed up. Why don't we talk about MoistCr1TiKal? Because I've already given you my preamble, and we're gonna readdress some of this shit. But MoistCr1TiKal's out here fucking crashing the goddamn out. Okay, once Charlie was supposed to be this whole middle of the road, I'm just gonna be kind of calm and normal and, you know, just say the things that people are thinking. I'm gonna give, you know, decent advice, decent thoughts, decent all this stuff. But this dude has freaking just TDS out the wazoo. Charlie is not a sane individual. He's a freaking psychopath that anything Trump does, it is bad. It's inherently awful, evil, atrocious things that Trump does on a daily basis because Sneako has no actual objectivity in his life. Sneako is extremely biased when it comes to anything Trump related or TDS related. It's not even that hard to freaking figure out. He might have a decent take here or there, but guess what? Middle of the road boy, the guy that loves to ride that fence so hard that he has splinters up the wazoo, really loses his biased objectivity, literally loses his unbiased objectivity when it comes to anything to do with Trump, and it's just evident here. And this is his latest clip. MoistCr1TiKal goes off on Trump admin claim of only targeting serious criminals via ICE. Well, let's see what Charlie had to say. Let's see what this dumbass had to say.
This point that they're trying to beat into the empty minds of a lot of people that are trying so hard to justify it is that the only people being arrested and targeted by ICE are rapists and pedophiles.
Which that is one of the main things that are being targeted right now. Violent criminals, rapists, pedos, people like that. Those are some of the main people that are, yes, being targeted by ICE. Guess what? You'll get the non-violent ones as well. Self-deporting, which is something that we want right now. And on top of that, sometimes, you know what? We find them. Hey, we're going to send you home. We're going to give you a ride home. All the bad guys, we're going to put in prison. We're going to send you over to El Salvador or whatever. Good people, we're going to give you a ride home because you're not here legally. You have broken the law. Coming here, period, at the end of the day, is breaking the law. So quit trying to simp for lawbreakers.
Illegal aliens, which is just not the case.
Yes,
there definitely have been.
Okay, so it's not the case that they're just going after this, but they have been doing it, so then it is the case. So then they are doing that. Oh, but hey, we'll see what his psychotic brain leads him to.
Rapists and pedophiles that have been snatched up in all of this. And those rapists and pedophiles that have been caught and taken away, that's good. They shouldn't be out there breathing the free air. Great. But that's not all that's happening here. You could also right now march into the White House and arrest everyone in the White House, and you would get a ton of rapists and pedophiles.
There it is. There it is, guys. Trump admin bad because I'm just going to say that they're a bunch of grapists and pedos, even though there's no actual factual basis to back that up on. I know there's a lot of people that keep trying to bring up the Epstein stuff, but actually every single time that it comes to the Epstein stuff, Trump did nothing. Every time it gets debunked the next day, you can keep hammering that point home as much as possible. Guess what? It's nothing. There's no proof that any of this is actually going on. There is proof on the other side, though, but hey, you won't ever want to fucking talk about that shit. What's going on with Ashley Biden's diary? What was happening there? Why don't we actually fucking dig into this shit, huh? Oh, but you wanted to stay silent when it came to that shit. You wanted to stay silent when it came to fucking Joe Biden having inappropriate relations with his minor daughter, some of the inappropriate relations that were going on throughout the entire Biden family. Oh, why is it that Hunter Biden immediately got with that hooker? No, it wasn't a hooker. It was a pole dancer. Oh, but that kid, that grandchild that Biden has? Yeah, we're never going to talk about that. Hey, family members swapping real fast. That's weird. All the weird sniffing and groping and weird comments out of Joe Biden's mouth himself. We're never going to talk about that. But this conspiracy theory with Epstein, oh my God, it's true, it's true, it's true. Fuck off.
Why isn't that happening? If the goal is getting rapists and pedophiles off of American soil, thrown in the slammer, taking them away from society, why is it only just walking through the fucking streets of Minnesota?
Maybe because there's so many out there. Maybe it's because it's pretty damn easy to figure out who's who out there. We're having to round them up. How do we round them up? How do we get to them? How do we do any of this stuff? Oh yeah, it's walking through the streets, going door to door. Are you fucking retarded, Charlie? Yes, you are.
Trying to do it. You would get significantly more rapists and pedophiles if you took ICE and brought them to the White House. An administration is actively covering up a massive child sex.
Don't you dare do that shit, because they put out the documents. Guess what? They put out fucking documents, Charlie. Guess who didn't put out the documents? Guess who didn't put that shit out? Biden. Obama. Well, Obama wasn't arrested then, but guess who didn't put it out? Biden. Kamala. None of them put that shit out there. So stop with this nonsense of they're covering it up. They covered it up. 4 fucking years of them covering it the fuck up. Where were you during that entire time, huh? Huh? Nowhere. Because guess what? You're a fucking ideologue. You're not some fence-sitting fucking middle-of-the-road unbiased, I'm just gonna talk how I am. Look at me. I'm very self-centered. Blah, blah, blah. No, you're a fucking biased nutcase that anything coming up to Trump, you have to lose all sense of sanity because you're a fucking hypocritical nut job. Why didn't you scream about this during Biden? Why didn't you scream about any of that shit there? Oh, well, because I agree with it politically. I agree with it politically. I agree with it politically. Oh, but you should be going after Trump.
Trafficking operation and letting tons of evil people get away with this. Tons of clients. So if the goal is to get this kind of evil out of this country, why would you not start with what is provably a spot that has so many of them?
I agree. Why don't we round up the Clintons? Why don't we round up Biden? Why don't we round up Obama? Why don't we round up everybody like that? Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that, Charlie? Why don't we do that? Why don't you start looking at that shit? Oh, because that's hard. Because they're my political and political allies there. I can't scream and shout about any of that stuff. I can't scream and shout about all the sex trafficking and minors being let in under the Biden administration. I can't scream about the fucking minor slaves that were found in California working on a pot farm. I can't scream about any of that shit. But when it comes to Trump, I'm going to say that he's a pedo with no actual fucking evidence. You lunatic, psychotic human being.
Also, that belief of like a secret pedophile ring was a very popular one among Trump voters for the longest time, and now that it has been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt to be real.
Yes, guess what? It was proven under fucking Trump first term, and we wanted it out during Biden, but guess who didn't fucking put it out during Biden? Biden! So enough of this shit. Democrats didn't want to put it out either. You guys weren't even screaming about it then either. So shut the fuck up, you narcissistic loser. But this isn't the first time. I mean, obviously Charlie's lunatic right now. I mean, he went off just a couple weeks ago, January 15th. This was him screaming about the Renee Good shitting, ignoring the fact that the dude ended up having internal injuries and internal bleeding after being hit by a car. But this is him on Renee Good.
Speak on Renee Good? You mean like in a video or in general? Because that shit is horrible. I still can't believe that anyone thinks that that was defensible action from...
Yes, it was not defensible action. You get hit by a car, you shouldn't be allowed to defend yourself. Hitting somebody with a car does not equate to defending yourself, you fucking lunatic, psychotic human being.
Nice. But as for a video, I'm not sure yet. I was gonna do like a bigger one, but I just haven't yet. Of course, Charlie is a lib. It is incredible how someone can watch a video and depending on like their political brain, they'll see two different things.
Yes, it is, isn't it? You watched a video and thought that it wasn't okay for the ICE officer to defend himself after getting hit by a car. You are a psychotic human being. You are a monster of an individual. But hey, it's not the first time fucking MoistCr1TiKal comes out here and says something insane and deranged. I played this a little bit prior to all this, but here's MoistCr1TiKal openly advocating that kids can get their cock and balls caught off.
Do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally familiar.
And I don't give a shit how many times Charlie and any of his simps come out here and go like, he was talking about circumcision, he was talking about circumcision. This is openly talking and discussing HRT and gender transitioning, okay? This is openly talking about that stuff. It doesn't matter if Charlie went out the next day and made a video go like, I thought he was talking about circumcision. No, you know the context, you're fucking hiding behind it, and you're perfectly fine with kids going out there and cutting off their genitalia because, well, that's my political side right now. That's the safe thing to say. That's what the good people tell me to say. All the fucking crowd, they're saying that this is good and I should go with it because I'm a fucking soy loser cuckold who has no actual opinions of myself. I sit there and say that I'm objective. I'm that fence sitter. I'm that guy that's going to go out there and not act like a fool of myself. Instead, what I'm going to do is constantly parrot the exact same talking points coming from the mainstream media because I'm a fucking loser of an individual. I'm soy. I'm soft. I have no fucking opinions of my own. I'm just going to sit there and go like, oh, yo. And by the way, when it came to this fucking debate, guess what? You made Sneeko look good, and Sneeko should never look good. Sneeko's a fucking psychotic individual in and of himself. Over here advocating for minors to get married to adults. That's insane. But hey, guess what? You at least made Sneeko look good and he made you look like a fucking fool. Oh, but again, I mean, what am I saying? It's not like Moist is ever going to look into this shit. He's just going to attack Trump. He's just going to attack the ICE administration. He's going to attack everybody and say that it's all Gestapo, bad things, bad. Ignoring the fact that you end up having Trump out here constantly saying, hey, we need to be working with you. We're not having these issues in Florida. We're not having these issues in Texas. Hell, you're having even less issues over in California. It's just Minnesota. Why? Because they're actually cooperating and working alongside the administration. Hey, you have JD Vance who just went there and said, hey, we want to work alongside people. And guess what? You're not getting the same fucking response. You're not seeing the same response from fucking goddamn Tim Walz and all them. What you're getting is, hey, a Signal group chat leaked. Huh. A Signal group chat leaked? Oh yeah, all the rioters and protesters in a fucking Signal group chat, that shit got leaked. Yeah, we found that out. Guess what we ended up finding within that? Oh, fucking government officials working under Tim Walz right now is a part of that Signal group chat. They're associated with it. Hey, we could come right on over here. Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan is one of the admins of the Signal chat. Lieutenant Governor is helping out with the Signal chat. The Lieutenant fucking Governor is a part of all the fucking riots and rage going on right now over in Minnesota. But hey, Trump's the bad guy. Trump's the bad guy because Epstein. There's actual shit going on over there, motherfucker. There's actual shit happening right now. Why don't you actually go look into that? Why don't you actually do your fucking job for once in your life instead of just parroting whatever the mainstream media fucking says and acting objective when in reality, you sound like a psychotic human being. Jesus Christ. But hey, we're also not going to address fucking Tim Walz constantly making it worse. You have fucking Trump out here saying, work with us. Yeah, JD Vance out here saying, work with us. You constantly have people saying, just work with us. What does Tim Walz do? What is the people that you're never going to hear, like MoistCr1TiKal, you're never going to hear him call this shit out?
Many of us grew up reading that story of Anne Frank. Somebody's going to write that children's story about Minnesota.
Oh, continuing to parrot that they're fucking Nazi Gestapos, continuing to parrot that nonsense day in and day out, making it all worse. Your government administration is found out to be connected to the fucking rioters right now, helping organize this shit. And hey, you want to know what Moist is going to do? You want to know what Moist is going to do when it comes to all this stuff? He's going to say, but Trump Epstein, but Trump Epstein, but Trump Epstein. You're a fucking loser. Grow the fuck up, grow some balls, actually do some goddamn research for once in your life and quit acting like a psychotic, schizophrenic, TDS, blue-haired, Landwell loser and grow and act like a man. Jesus Christ, you fucking pathetic soy fig. I'd say a whole lot worse, but guess what? TOS prevents me from doing it right now. I fucking hate shit like this, because your whole goal there is to try to say, yeah, well, this is bad, but look over here, look over here, look over here. What about the fraud going on in Minnesota? Oh, he's not going to talk about that. He's not going to discuss anything like that. What about all the crimes going over there, the pedos, the bad things? Well, those are good things to get out, but Epstein, fuck off. Legitimately, fuck off. And then everybody out here, because his fucking simps are going to keep coming out here going like, he's talking about circumcision. He came out the next day and said circumcision. It was on the basis of fucking hormone transitions. It was on the basis of all that shit. If you're going to keep coming out here and saying that it's fucking circumcision, he's a lunatic. He's lying to you. He knows it looks bad. And he's going to constantly come out here and try to act like, no, I was beating this. Now my blood pressure's up. Oh no, he blocked me. He blocked me. Did he block me? I got blocked! Holy shit, I got blocked. Go back over here to notifications. They were literally talking about circumcisions. You guys are the ones who are trying to spin it. He literally made a video about the subject, dumbass, explaining everything they were talking about circumcisions. Clip literally doesn't say that. Then we go over to the response. Oh, I'm blocked. And I just, you know, I exit out of the clip. Let's play the clip again.
You believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make, yeah.
Okay, so a child can cut their penis off and...
A child can cut the penis off. You know exactly what he's talking about. It's not about circumcision, you fucking losers. They can't argue against this. They are going around and around in a fucking circle. So yes, they had to block me because I got him. It's nice winning. It's nice being able to win. But you know what? Continuing on, like what happened with ICE, I do have some interesting, you know, comments, because what I think yesterday was not that great. I'll fully say it. I don't think what happened yesterday was that great. Because here's Asmongold talking about what happened yesterday.
With the car, that Renee Good, I think that like it was much more ambiguous. I think that
it was not, yeah, when it came to Renee Good, it was pretty cut and dry. This latest one, it's kind of hard. It's not that easy to figure out what the fuck happened.
It's very obvious that if you're shooting an unarmed man whenever they're being restrained by 6 other people or 7 other people, very, very clearly your life was not in danger. You're not defending yourself from a deadly threat. This person's unarmed, and that's it. There's literally no excuse for it. And I'm a big supporter.
I disagree with that. I think, like, yes, the situation's bad. Guess what? It's kind of self-explanatory when you actually sit down and think about it. In the middle of a fight that was going on because this guy was asked to leave prior, because there is a clip of people driving by where he is talking to ICE. The guy, the Pierre, whatever the fuck his name is, he was talking to ICE prior to this incident. There is a video, literally a video of people driving by, showing Ice and him having a conversation. It could literally just be that, hey, we want you to get out of here. Hey, we want you to leave. Something as simple as that. He decided not to. Fight breaks out. Tensions start rising. Bad things start happening. There is a period of time where it looks like he's reaching for a gun. I'm not even going to deny it. It looks like he's reaching for his gun at one point in time. He then starts grabbing onto the woman, starts dragging her around because he, I guess, thinks that she's him, or she's an ICE agent, is trying to attack an ICE agent at that period of time. Everybody's on the ground. Adrenaline is rushing. You're trying to restrain this dude. Next thing you hear is gun, gun, gun. A firearm goes off, and some people are thinking that his firearm went off accidentally. Everybody reacts to that. Simple enough. It's a messy situation. That does not mean what happened was good by any stretch of the imagination, but that's simple enough. And anybody Monday morning quarterbacking this thing, thinking that they could do it differently, I'm sorry, guys, you've not been in these situations. I have been in these situations. I just know that when adrenaline is running crazy like that, it's not good.
Order of ICE. I think ICE is great. I think they should deport every single illegal alien in the country.
Yep.
All of that being said, you can't have ICE because I'm a supporter of ICE. That means that I need to have accountability for ICE. And let me explain what I mean by that. If you have a police department that's not accountable, or a law enforcement agency that's not accountable, that basically is the Gestapo. Mm-hmm. That is the secret police. That
I don't disagree there. I do want accountability. I do want an investigation. I do want to know what happened. I don't think people need to go to prison for this, but I do want an actual investigation here.
That is the SS. What Gestapo was, right, is you had no recourse. They had no accountability. There was nothing that happened to them if they did something wrong. They could kill you for whatever reason they wanted. And you have to have laws that make police accountable, because that's the other big component. Anyone with a concealed carry knows you should always comply with police, announce your...
Yes, you should. By the way, he was breaking the gun laws in Minnesota, so he's already committing a felony there, because you have to have your ID and your actual, concealed carry permit on. He did not have any of those on there, so he was already breaking the laws. And I already see a bunch of fucking soy cuckles out there going, it's okay for him to do that. That's not breaking any laws of the Constitution. Doesn't matter. At that point in time, he was breaking a law. That is the law in Minnesota. You have to deal with that. Do I want it so that we can be out there doing all that shit all day and night? Yes, I do. That's why I don't live in a state like Minnesota. I live in Kansas, where, guess what? It's constitutional carry out here. But in Minnesota, it's not that. In Minnesota, they have restrictive gun access. You have to have these things in order to have a boom boom shooty stick. And if you don't have those things, you're breaking the law in Minnesota. You have to deal with this shit as it comes case by case. Quit just going overarching, going, he wasn't breaking the law. He was technically breaking the law. And then you engage with ICE officers in a conflict situation. Bad things are going to happen with you if you have a gun on you that's loaded.
Weapon and de-escalate all potentially dangerous situations, at least in my state. The guy intentionally gets in the way and involved in an escalating situation. Absolutely retarded behavior from a concealed carrier. I think you're totally right. I do. I think you're completely right. I think this is absolutely fucking retarded to do.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, if he had complied with the police, if he didn't have the gun with him, like, there is a much higher probability that he wouldn't have been shot.
I agree. That's the weird thing. Just comply. And I'm being serious here, because this isn't the Gestapo. They're not going to kill you unless, you antagonize them and start threatening their lives, or try to hit them with a gun, or have a gun when a chaotic situation is going on. They're not actually going to do bad things to you. Comply. If you think they are doing something wrong, yes, record it. And you know what you do then? Take it to the authorities, go through the legal system, have the right people punish them. Getting involved yourself is only gonna get you ganked. These people have big boom boom sticks, much bigger than your boom boom sticks, and if you do anything to antagonize them, they will come after you. Stop it. It's simple. This is self-preservation tactics at this point in time, and I'm shocked that people don't have simple self-preservation tactic abilities within their goddamn heads.
There is. Like, it's undeniable this is the case. And I feel like that nuance is constantly lost, because you can easily come to the conclusion that maybe the way that they shot him was wrong. And based off of everything that I've seen, I'm pretty certain that they fucked up. I am. This seems pretty cut and dry that they...
I don't think it was a good, clean kill. I don't think it's weird to say kill, but good, clean shot. I don't think it was a good moment. I think there was a lot of chaotic energy going on. I can see what they did. And guess what? I want an investigation. I do. I don't think people need to go to prison for this. I don't think we need to be like, I can't believe they did this. You murdered and executed this person. No, I think this was a hectic situation. There's a lot to actually explain what was going on here and why people thought what they thought. Again, gun did go off and then they responded to it. They are on edge. They have people trying to run them over. They have people hunting them down. The government is out to literally hurt them. So yes, I understand why this went down. That doesn't make it good, right, or just. It's just fuck around and find out at that sad period of time.
Fucked up. Now, I'm not, you know, we need to wait for the body cam, and that way we'll really know.
And there won't be a body cam because ICE is not required to wear body cam, which sucks.
But right now, it sure seems like they fucked up. But it would have never happened if he didn't do that.
Exactly. It literally wouldn't happen if you just complied. I think ICE fucked up, but it wouldn't have happened if you didn't try to impede an investigation, impede lawful orders being taken and actually given out. If you would just listen and been like, hey, I'm going to be over here. I'm not going to try to get involved and following that fucking woman around and then trying to white knight simp for her. That's all what got you ganked. Simple enough. Don't fuck around and you won't find out. But hey, here's XQC literally reacted to the same clip I just did where logical things are said. I disagree. And I agree in some areas, but here's XQC. What did XQC have to say?
At the end of the day, if he had complied with the police, if he didn't have the gun with him, like, there is a much higher probability that he wouldn't have been shot. There is.
Yes.
Like, it's undeniable.
Whoa.
And at the end of the day, if he had complied with the police, if he didn't have the gun with him, like, there is a much higher probability that he wouldn't have been shot.
Yes. That's simple self-preservation tactics right now. Simple ability to be like, yes, if I wasn't here doing this stuff, by the way, shout out Tim F. How are you doing? If you weren't in these situations with the gun, getting aggravated with cops, resisting arrest, denying lawful orders, doing any of that stuff, if you didn't do that, you'd still be alive. Simple. Simple enough. What does XQC say?
Oh my God, what year is this? Are we gonna do the? Oh my God. So we're gonna do the. This girl came home from the club. If she wasn't coming home from the club and wasn't wearing that one skirt, I mean, the likeness that this wouldn't have happened. Yo.
No. That is a fucking retarded thing to equate this to. That is retarded, because that is an all-around awful situation, which you just try to say that she deserved to get raped. No. Now, do you need to actually be smart when you come home from the club? Probably moving a pack? Yes, you don't deserve to get raped. This guy didn't deserve to die. Nobody's saying that. What they're saying is he fucked around. If he didn't do these things, he'd be alive right now, because it's simple. These are lawful orders. These are things that you should be doing. He was breaking the law at that period of time. Trying to equate it for somebody that actually ends up having the law broken by violating them is not the same.
Really? What year is this? What year is this? Don't give me this shit where it's like, oh, dude, if you didn't do this, yes, this normally applies.
No, what the fuck did you just say? Don't give me the shit. None of this applies. Yes. What?
Normally applies. But otherwise, it's like some victim blaming shit. It's literally some girl coming home from the club shit. It's a bad take.
No, it's not. And no, it's not a bad take. It's a good take, because it's simple more people need to be pushing for self-preservation fucking tactics. Guess what? You want to know how Renee Good would have been ganked? Not being there, taking care of her kids, doing the job. She would have been ganked. Don't run into a fucking cop. Don't be impeding cops. Well, not cops, but ICE agents. Don't be blocking the road and trying to prevent ICE agents from doing their job. Don't be doing that. Renee Good's alive. Guess what? With this guy, guess what you don't do? You don't stand there, start engaging with them, starting to try to fight with them while you have a gun on you. Because when all the adrenaline is running, when everything's bad, they see the gun go off. Yes, they're gonna respond. Don't be there. Simple enough. That's a simple enough fucking tactic. That's Mr. Miyagi fucking tactics right there. No be there. Simple. He set out to break the law. He knowingly left to go stalk ICE to then interfere and obstruct them. I'm going to say that is one of the narratives going around. It would not shock me, because, again, he was actually breaking the law in Minnesota at that period of time with the gun. Did not have his ID on him and did not have his concealed carry permit on him at that period of time. That is breaking the law. He was going out there to do something with said gun. Don't know if it was for self-protection or what, but he was actively breaking the law in that period of time. It is partially his fault that this all went down the way it did. Yes. And saying, well, it's the same, but the girl was wearing the dress and bad things happened. No. His parents said it. They told him not to. His parents did end up saying, hey, we told him not to be out there doing this retarded shit. We knew we couldn't stop him, but we told him we shouldn't be out there doing this stuff because it could get bad. And look at what happened.
I am. This seems pretty cut and dry that they fucked up. Now, I'm not, we need to wait for the body cam, and that way we'll really know. But right now, it sure seems like they fucked up.
Man. Any
But
CCL course walk
it would have never happened if he didn't do that.
Have a gun and are
That's true.
confronted by police.
I didn't even hear what his TTS ended up saying because, yeah, so much going on. But yes, if you have a gun confronted by police while you have a gun, comply. Don't do anything fucking stupid. It's not that hard to figure out. Comply, follow the lawful orders, because if you fuck up, you will get ganked. And guess what? If they're doing unlawful stuff at that period of time, you know how you fight back? The courts. You won't get ganked if you do that. Follow the law. Get evidence. Take it to the courts. You'll win probably or not. Who knows? But you won't. You'll have your life. Jesus Christ.
Then don't park your car in LA. Then don't fucking
What?
Then don't wear a nice shirt outside. Then fucking don't pull out your phone when you're in an impoverished area. Like, come on, man. It's not a good take. It's not a good take.
No, it's a good take. You're retarded and trying to equate it to something completely different. 40 years I've carried, never not once have I had a bad interaction. You don't want, you do what they say, you don't get a free trip to the morgue. Exactly! This is self-preservation at this point in time. Do what they say at this period, okay? Just follow the law. If they're telling you to do something, do it, because you want to live. And if they're telling you to do unlawful shit at that period of time, take it to the cops, take it to other authorities, get the courts involved, do that. Don't try to take justice into your own hands because you will fail. You will fail. And you'll have a one-way trip to the morgue. At the same time, gun owners, people that have concealed carry permits, people that love guns lawfully, they know the laws better than fucking people like Pierce Morgan out there. We know what is required to handle a gun. Guess what? When you have a concealed carry and you have your gun on you, you can't be drinking a beer. You can't be inebriated. You can't have a single beer while you have that gun on you. Because if you do, you broke the law. And something bad could happen. You don't do it. No be there. Just no be there. Why is this so hard for fucking... I almost said a word I shouldn't say yet. I like constitutional carry. I'm one of those guys who's like, hey, we should be able to own fucking nukes. Don't get me wrong. I love that. I hate all gun laws. All gun restrictions, I think, are unconstitutional and awful. And at the same fucking time, I'm going to tell you, with them in place right now, you need to follow the law. Don't try to be a stupid person. Don't try to be the one that might get the law changed, because guess what? It probably won't work out in your favor. Take it one step at a time. Then you get people like this, and I'm not pulling up his actual Twitter account, but you get fucking Dave Smith. Dave fucking Smith and all the libertarian cuckolds out there that just love to get pegged all day and night. They want a bunch of change, but aren't willing to actually put in work to fucking change shit. And immediately go to fucking Israel's evil. I'm not even kidding. I might actually pull that one up. Because Dave Smith has been just a fucking retarded fig. I'm an immigration restrictionist. I believe that we have the right to remove any and all people who enter our country illegally. Also, ICE is out of fucking control. A bunch of pussies drunk on power going around intentionally escalating violent interactions and intimidating US citizens. They create these tragic situations, and after this gigantic show of force, they won't deport a fraction of the illegals who entered under Biden. This is simply not worth it, so we can't do anything. So give up. Don't even try. We can't go out there with ICE, because if we go out there with ICE, bad things happen. Bad things are gonna happen. I'm an immigration restrictionist. I don't think anything should be done to restrict immigration. I'm against October 7th. I just don't think anything should have been done to stop October 7th. I'm against the nuclear Iran. I just don't think anything should be done to stop a nuclear Iran. I'm against crime. I just don't think anything should be done to stop crime. It's all easier to wrap your head around if you understand that comic Dave Smith has the morality of a middle schooler. The maintenance of civilization requires authorities to do things that comic Dave Smith finds icky. Yes! Like all libertarian cuckolds, they don't understand that the maintenance of society, okay, they don't understand that society needs laws. We need authorities. We do require this, because if we don't have laws, if we don't have authorities, if we don't have that, guess what? You'll end up having a hobo going into a fucking elevator, pissing on the buttons and freaking out because all the buttons are wacky and the elevator is breaking down. And you might think that that's a weird thing to say, but that was an actual thing that ended up happening on Timcast one time, where women openly comes on and goes like, yes, without laws and restrictions, over in California, there was a hobo that went into a goddamn elevator, pissed on the fucking buttons, and then freaked out because the elevator was acting up. That shit happens. You have all sorts of chaos that erupts when you don't have some sort of authority system to actually go out with laws. Humans are awful individuals. We are monsters. We are nightmares. Without laws, bad things happen. You can't just sit there and go like, well, the rule of non-confrontation or anything like that. Like that rule, you know, the thing that you don't go and hurt other people, that rule will be in play. It will be there, and everybody will need to follow that rule. How do you make that rule followed? How? How do you it's not non-escalation, it's like the it's a principle. I can't think of the name, but the general idea is you don't aggress to another person, and you don't hurt the other person. You don't break, their civil rights. You don't try to take their property. You don't try to do anything like that. How do you enforce that? You can't. You need some sort of authority system to be able to do this stuff. Without it, everything breaks down. But Dave fucking Smith, the cuckold libertarian, doesn't give a shit. He just wants to be angry, and anything that an American government does, anything that the government does is inherently evil. I should pull up this Dave Smith interaction, though, because he had a fucking wild one. Oh, shit, he had a wild one. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Right here. Okay. I want to go. I want to get from. I want to show you how this all played out, because this was wild, man. Give me one more. Like, this was insane. Let me make sure to Dave Smith. Yep. Okay. Here, this is how we do it. So we go to here, okay? We go here. We go to this post from Dave Smith, okay? The actual post. Weak man and all that shit, him admitting he's a cuck. Matt Walsh responded, "This is retarded. ICE agents are simply enforcing the law of the land. They aren't even rounding up normal illegal aliens. They are almost exclusively targeting violent criminals, gangsters, and sex offenders. Leftists are out in the streets breaking about 10 different laws in an attempt to interfere with law enforcement, all in the name of defending violent criminal aliens who shouldn't be in the country in the first place. And you put the blame on ICE. They're the ones who are out of control. Fucking insane, total nonsense, embarrassing. Yes. ICE are the bad guys, people, because lefties wouldn't be doing anything if ICE wasn't in control. If ICE wasn't out there enforcing the laws, lefties wouldn't be doing bad things, and bad things wouldn't be happening if we didn't have the authorities out there enforcing the laws. Because we all get along, because I'm a libertarian cuckold. Dave responded, "Oh, now the Israeli wire guy addresses me." You immediately lose all credibility. You immediately lose anything that you actually have to say because your immediate attack onto Matt Walsh was Israeli wire. Going straight to the Israel shit, going straight to the shit that you care about the most, this is where you decided to go. Matt Gate brought up valid points, and your first response is the Israeli wire. You just lost all credibility. You have no standing. You went straight for the ad hominem attack. You were a loser cuckold. It's always when they think I'm the wrong side of a popular right-wing issue. Come have a conversation. We'll see who gets embarrassed. Check with your boss to see if you're allowed. Already, all you're doing is Matt Walsh is controlled. Matt Walsh is controlled. Ad hominem, ad hominem, ad hominem. And you're trying to get him on a show. He's not going to go on your show. He's not. He has no reason to go on your show. You're acting like a fucking loser right now. A literal soy boy. Why would he ever go on your show? For you to just yell over him nonstop? Because I've seen you on fucking Piers Morgan, Dave. You're a lunatic. Matt Walsh, incredibly unsurprising that you didn't address any of my points and instead pivoted immediately to Israel. Nobody is impressed with the routine anymore, Dave. Why don't you stick to the subject at hand and explain why you're siding with open borders communists? Simple enough. Why? Tackle what is being said. Engage with the subject matter. Don't go to Israel. Don't go to the ad hominems. Engage with the subject matter. Instead, what does Dave do? Well, that was kind of the point of inviting you to have a conversation. I just find it amusing that you guys only address me when you think I'm taking an unpopular stance with your base. We could strictly stick to Trump immigration policy, your call. No. Why would he come on? You attacked him immediately. Tackle it here. Say what you want to say here. You're on X. Your whole thing's here on X. This is how it started because of X. Say it now. Come on, buddy. Come on. Why does he have to go on your podcast? Why does he have to go on your show in order to engage with you on the subject matter? Why can't you do it here and now? You started it by engaging with the subject matter and then decided to just walk away and immediately cry Israel. Why? Not everything has to be a damn podcast, Dave. We are having a conversation right now. There's nothing stopping you from articulating your point of view and explaining why you're siding with the open borders communists who are out in the streets every day trying to sabotage the enforcement of our immigration laws. You could just write your position instead of writing excuses for why you won't write your position, because he has none. All his shtick is yelling over other people and trying to play bullshit argument after bullshit argument and saying government bad no matter what. He's a loser. He's pathetic. He's a goddamn cock. I guess Ben said no. Oh yeah, I'm making excuses, Matt. Why aren't you engaging with the fucking argument? Why aren't you saying anything? Engage with the subject matter. Oh, I'm not going to do it. Do it on my podcast. Because you have no argument. You're a cuck. You got called out as being a cuck, and now you're crying about it. Just say something. That's all they're asking you for, is to say something, and instead your argument is on my show. On my show. on my show. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this?
He says, why flashing lights? It's silly. One color looks better than a circus.
Oh, God. I saw this clip live, dudes. I saw this clip of DSP live. It is so fucking retarded. It's all centered around fucking DSP's background. And I think this was a troll, don't get me wrong. I think what was happening to DSP was a troll count. Basically saying, I have epilepsy, I can't look at your thing. He attacked a guy who might have epilepsy. It was wild.
Show, it's like you're in a child's bedroom. First of all...
It is.
There's no flashing light. This is called a gradient transition. Do you know the difference? You probably don't. A gradient transition means that you have a series of lights that it transitions between for artistic effect. Flashing lights is like what the police siren does to scare you and startle you in the streets. So you get out.
Other than the glasses, the face paint, to this is legit, like the voice modulator, this is legitimately what he was saying on stream. This is not edited outside of the whole, all that shit. This is actual words that he said.
Out of the way of the car. If you don't even get the difference between that, then I don't know how I'm going to explain anything else to you. It sounds like, you would need a few more brain cells firing there to really understand the reasoning why I would use lighting in my setup. Okay, if I didn't have lighting in my setup, this would be a white wall behind me, plain, empty.
I'm not muted.
He says,
I'm not muted. You try to get me muted. I actually looked. Was I muted? I'm not muted. You're muted.
why flashing lights? It's silly. One color looks better than a circus show. It's like you're in a child's bed.
This was a legitimate argument. This was a legitimate fucking argument made by goddamn DSP. Why the flashing lights? Well, they're not flashing. It's called a gradient. And if you don't understand that, you're not artistic like me. No, it's a fucking stupid background. If you don't have the background, what's going to happen? Oh, you'll have a white background. Okay. Your background is stupid. Get over yourself. What's going on over here? I don't support the right to keep and bear arms while engaging in felonies and expect others to Based. I don't support the right to keep and bear arms while engaging in felonies and expecting others to defer to your actions and wait to die. Based. Muted on X, not here. I have no idea how to do that. Based. Based. I don't support the right to keep and bear arms while engaging in felonies and expecting others to defer. Based. Based. When you're a gun owner, you have a higher standard of shit to live by. Sorry, it sucks, but it's true. And it's very interesting to see Project Liberal say, you hate the Constitution. We all can see that. You don't like the Constitution either. Prior to this event, all you motherfuckers were out there trying to take our guns. Shut the fuck up, suck my cock. Just like fucking Pierce Morgan. Trying to talk about gun laws and how humans are supposed to live with guns and all the gun restrictions. Let me see if I can pull this up. Excuse me, where's Pierce? Where's Pierce? Oh, actually, I'll do this. Pierce Morgan. I'm confused. Wasn't he exercising his lawful right to bear arms under the Second Amendment? And isn't the logical response to his death, therefore, that every other protester should now arm themselves too for self-defense? That would stop these shootings happening. No. There are laws and restrictions that people under the Second Amendment must live by. It sucks, but they are there. We are not allowed to drink while having our guns on us. Sucks, but it's there. And I love this response because Andrew Bronk has been killing it. A man who shows up to a law enforcement action with a firearm and dozens of rounds of ammo, intentionally leaving behind the ID and firearms license the state of Minnesota requires him to have on his person when armed in public, who reportedly deleted his entire social media presence before heading to the protest, and who engages in violence with federal law enforcement who are seeking only to enforce federal immigration law, is apparently deemed a terrorist. I'm just shocked that Pierce Morgan, a man who hates the Second Amendment, a man who hates gun rights, period, end of discussion, is now trying to come out here and act like he understands gun rights at all. We are the ones that have to know the laws. We're subject to them. You fucking cocks aren't. You hate guns. We have to know these things in order for us to lawfully carry our goddamn guns. We know for a matter of fucking fact, for example, that if you have a gun in your back, sealed up, locked up, it's in your trunk, safely stored away, and you're driving through Illinois, you better fucking get through Illinois as fast as humanly possible. You want to know why? The moment you pull over in Illinois to get gas or do anything and the cop shows up, sees that gun, you're going to jail. The same thing in New York. We know these things. You, however, fucking don't. You actually want us to have more restrictions like that. So shut the fuck up, all of you. It's just like fucking Luke Rakowski. Reminder, it's your constitutional right to carry a firearm, and it happens a lot more than people realize. Yes! But you don't have the right to fucking engage with cops or law enforcement and start fighting with them. That's not a law that you can just do, buddy. The more restrictive the gun laws, the more gun violence they get. Yet they can't connect the two brain rot. Yeah. I was just going to go for a little bit tonight. What time is it? 1:46. We've been going for almost 2 hours. I'm clearing up some shit. Give me a... So much shit open. Why do I have so much shit open? I'm going to save this for Friday because it's a wild thing. It is wild that I heard that. Let's see. Do I have any other topics, or am I done just ranting? And what is this? What is this? What is this? I can't see half this stuff because the guy deleted the post, but what? So I see, brother, you gotta, I don't know what this is. Welcome to the club. Who is Legalized Gaming? Who is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? I'm curious. What is this? I need to look. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Who is Legions Gaming? Legions Gaming? Who is Legions Gaming? Legions Gaming. Who is this dude? Well, he has a Persona 5 background for his banner. I'm sorry. What is this? What is this? Here, we'll look at this because I'm curious. What is this shit? What is this shit? Because like, duplicate
to the WUWA community. And
what is this? I have his fucking Twitter account here. Okay, again, Persona 5. There's Cloud. There's all this stuff. I don't know what this is. About me. Hello, my name is Jordan, aka Legions Gaming. I'm a full-time content creator. My content is focused mainly on JRPGs, gacha games, and Souls games. Yeah. Okay. Well, why did you have to put out an apology? What is this? What is this that we're about to watch? I legitimately don't know what I'm getting us into.
And to my community. I'm sorry. It's a little bit deeper than that, and there's some things that need to be explained. A couple of days ago, after the Arknights launch, or during the Arknights launch, I made a post after streaming for over 14 hours and being up for over 24 hours, and then even after finishing that stream, I still had some editing to do in the morning and some anime stuff. So I literally was probably 30 plus hours without sleeping. And
okay, you posted something stupid. Are we gonna see the post? What is this? What is the post?
And I don't know why, but lately Twitter has just been so toxic with like the things I've been seeing, and I think it's just been like getting to me. Whether
okay, I need before we keep going this. What is this post? What is this post? Legions Gaming. What is this post? Legions Gaming. What is happening here? We're doing research at the same time. Red exposing Legion Gaming's hypocrisy. Okay, here. We'll do this and then we'll go back to the apology. But here's a thread, okay? Here's a thread. Woo woo, way better. This game is trash. Okay? After streaming, here, I'm gonna turn on the background noise, okay? After streaming, after playing Arknights Infield, he posted his, this accusing the Wuwa community of to be toxic in his stream trash talking, aka Genshin caught astray here, lol. I'm disappointed in the Wuwa community. The number of people that came into my stream while I was playing Infield that just came in to randomly say shit like, this game is trash, Wuwa is way better than this garbage. You're becoming just as bad as the Genshin community. Also, what is the post in that? What is the point in that? Why would you go to someone's stream who was clearly enjoying the game to just randomly spout some nonsense talking shit about the game? Spoiler alert, I don't give a fuck if you like it or not, and I don't want to hear it, okay? People immediately saw the lie and started to ask for proof, but he immediately hides the reply and blocks them. The weird thing is he kept replies that fueled the drama and tribalism, so it's easy. Okay, so you're literally one of the CCs feeding into the tribalism the most, and you are now surprised at your own self-made audience as they do exactly as you showed them. Color me surprised. Blood, check the chat history. These comments frying me so bad. Anytime someone from Woo.com messes, okay, they're getting defensive. What else do we? So people started digging the evidence themselves and found near nothing of what Lee said happened.
Video. Hey guys, Janiverse here. Forgive me if I'm a little new to this thing. I'm very new to recording my first video. I just want to go over things that Legions Gaming said. He's saying that he's disappointed in the WoW community, and then a number of people came into the stream while he was playing Enfield and then said the game is trash, WoW is better than this garbage. How true is that? Let's go over the chat logs of his last 3 streams, which is it's finally here. The gacha system is good, which is Arknights launch day. And then I can't stop playing WoW 3.1 live stream waiting room, Arknights Enfield day 2. So he was playing Arknights here. So as for Aimant patch is finally here. When we version 3.1. This is before the 3.1 live stream came out. So he was still playing Arknights. This tree, we're gonna put it on the test. It's finally here. The gacha system good. If you wanna use this, I'll give the link. You just need to copy the URL, paste here, and make sure it's live stream. Then click the download. Okay, so let's go over. Type in garbage. Okay, no garbage. No trash, and better. The gacha system is better. In your opinion, which design do you like better for the MC? Headhunter 10.
Maybe try
optimization.
Sucks.
Then
maybe try sucks. So he's lying about what his community ended up saying. Got it. Even with no proof and evidence to back up what he said, he still insisted on his words, keeping to block and hide replies. To the people that are saying you watched my 12-hour VOD and you saw none of that, you're horrible effing liars, LMAO. I will not even waste my time arguing with people with an agenda trying to fight me, this gay-ass gotcha tribalism. You will just be getting blocked, and I will feel nothing but joy knowing I will not see your dumbass comments. Why? Here's the problem. Why do any of this? If you like the game, you like the game. Why start drama? What the fuck? Got community noted. He later deleted the post to hide he was starting up lying and fabricating drama. The claim of the Woowa community member came into his stream and say that is not true. There are multiple people that watch the VOD and did not saw such claim. On top, he refuses to show proof of his claim and hides the comments that asked for it. Shortly, he backs up what he said in the deleted post with the evidence of one single person trolling him, saying, "Woowa better." Okay. Then he proceeds to show more screenshots of the chat, which they had no meaning with the original post of the drama started. Here, I guess, are the screenshots. To BH, I really find the factory to be boring, and combat is still Tribe 9 on open world. That's why I felt familiar. Waiting for, and whatever, this one ain't for me. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's nothing like, oh my god, this sucks, why are you playing it? There's nothing like that. It's just like, hey, system's not that great. I deleted the game. Good luck. The game really not good at all. The only good something, I think, graphics. The graphics are the only thing good. Okay. And of course, people found out he wasn't trying to change the subject, and he was trying to change the subject. His first claim about WooWacom toxic, they attacked my stream, so he returned to blocking and hiding replies. Oh, yeah, I'm not seeing where they're attacking you, bruh. I'm not seeing that. So then I guess this is what will end up leading. Where's the hypocrisy, though? He later deleted evidence post. He deleted 2 posts that exposed him, thinking no one will notice them, LMAO. Legion's Gaming harassed Naro, what? For just an opinion about Woowa's story, laughing about him deleting his post, proceeds to do 2 times here, LOL. Acting surprised about how your chat acts and saying you don't care about gotcha tribalism. Meanwhile, this is you. No shot. Woowa is actually about to do a Greek story better than a HSR and better character, LMAO. If Genshin won, they would have gotten 3 chicken legs. I hasn't expecting a multi for us winning player's choice. This is going straight to my line fund. Oh, why do this at all? Why do this at all? Okay, now I'm getting the gist. Where did I do with that clip? This is his apology, I guess. Where's Gal? Not here.
That'd be like liberal stuff, conservative stuff, gaming stuff, just kind of like always toxicity all the time. And I think I need to limit my time on Twitter because I was just on there too much, scrolling on there too much, posting too much, things that didn't even need to be said.
Why did you immediately take it to politics? Why did you take it to politics? But holy shit, what is this shit?
After that long ass stream on Arknights dealing with, I just want to preface before I say what I want to say, I was dealing with people constantly. Now, not all of them were toxic, but it was a lot of negativity of like, and now again, this is not just Woowa community. I'll get to that in a second, but there was a lot of negativity in my chat and in my chat.
Where? Where's this negativity that you said? All I'm saying is, hey, the game's not it. This isn't like with Pokemon, for example. Where's my water? When I was playing Pokemon fucking Legends Z to A, I had toxicity. I had people saying, why are you playing this slop? This game sucks. This is awful. Why the fuck are you doing this? I actually had people saying that from time to time. I didn't care. I was like, hey, you're allowed to have your opinion. I like the game. Why go out there and start this? I saw people being actually toxic and awful to the Pokemon community. They're still doing it today. If you like the game, they think that you're a fucking inbred loser who just accepts the slop. I still see it. I don't see it for what you're saying is true.
I mean, people that I recognize from my Woowa streams that always come in only for my Woowa streams and nothing else. Constantly saying things like, the story is boring, the factory system is ass, the gacha system sucks. And I will say there's probably a lot of people that come from Saints community that were in there too. Or, you know, people.
That's you playing into the fucking tribalism though. You go like, well, that's probably a lot of people from the Saints community. You're now still playing into the tribalism. Okay. People are allowed to have their opinion and none of this sounds like that awful right now.
CCs that were complaining about the gacha system, because after I explained the gacha system to some people, they were like, wait, that's actually kind of good. So I feel like a lot of people were just regurgitating shit that they were hearing online, not even playing the game or trying it out and just talking shit. And this doesn't just happen for Arknights Enfield. This happened for Woowa. When I played Woowa, when I went from Honkai Star Rail to Woowa, a lot of Honkai Star Rail community was pissed that I was playing the game, was talking shit about Woowa, talking shit about 1.0, the game's lag.
Isn't this you just playing into the tribalism? Like you're saying, hey, I hate this tribalism, but at the same time, you're like, well, look at how awful they are. Every time I play a different game, they start getting pissed off at me for playing these games. Oh my God, they're so awful. This is you just playing into it. By the way, shout out Fabled Man.
The game's buggy, the story sucks, the combat is not that good, the music's boring. Like I had to hear that every stream for so long for Woowa, and now, right, game's obviously way better than Honkai Star Rail. And so what I'm trying to get at is what I should have said in my post, because I made a post a couple days ago that talked about that the Woowa community. I said the Woowa community is toxic and I'm disappointed. What I should have said is the gacha community and my community, I'm disappointed in.
Oh, that's you throwing your own self in there going like, listen, I'm just as guilty to blame, even though I was not able to show any evidence of the actual toxicity. All I saw was maybe a few people not enjoying the game that much, and I was toxic in the past, and now my community is also bad. So we're all equally to blame here. It's not just this. No, that you don't even have any evidence to back up your claims right now. You're just saying it.
Because it wasn't obviously just Woowa. There was one or two that literally said Woowa's better, right? And I could probably find a little bit more if I went through that stream. But dude, I don't have time to sit through 14 hours and micro.
No. Everybody else was able to look through that shit. They ended up seeing that everything you said was bullshit. No, you don't get to do that. I don't have time to do this. You're saying this happened. I don't have time to bring the receipts. I don't have time. Fuck off. That's lame.
The chat above my head because a lot of people I banned on that stream and they don't show up on the chat thing unless I look at
bullshit. I don't believe you for a fucking second.
The chat on the screen over my head. But yeah, I should not have said Woowa community, and for that I apologize. And when I say I apologize, I'm apologizing to my community. I'm not apologizing to the Twitter retards.
Okay, then I don't normally say that you should apologize to the Twitter retards. No, but the problem is they all caught you in a massive lie. So this video doesn't even make sense. You're out here lying right now. You're out here actually causing drama and stirring up drama for the sake of stirring up drama to get clout, I guess. You're accusing people of doing stuff and you're apologizing to your own community, all while saying all the other communities are awful. And I don't need to apologize to everybody else out there. No, you do. You cause drama. This is your own doing right now. You're an idiot.
That never watched my content in the first place, that just wanted to jump on the hate train as soon as they saw something.
I didn't watch your content either. I had to learn who you are, and now I'm immediately hating you because you look stupid. You made an accusation, turned out to be false, and instead of being like, yo, my B. Your thing now is, yo, it's all your fault for feeling that way. Even though I'm going to call everybody else awful and toxic, I'm not going to correct my own awful and toxic behavior. Fuck off, DSP.
Bad was happening in my space, right? The snakes in the grass that were lying in wait for anything to happen that just hated me anyway. I'm not apologizing to you fucking retards.
Yeah, those people exist. Guess what? There's a lot of other people I'm willing to bet right now that are pissed off with how you've been acting.
Apologizing to my community and people that actually watched my content and were upset with what I said. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, well, this is normal. You're a content creator. You have to learn to deal with it. I have for a long time. Do you guys know how annoying it is? It's not even just Arknights. It's been happening for every Wuthering Waves stream that I've done. I'm constantly getting people in my chat saying,
show the receipts. Post the receipts. Oh, you deleted them so you can't find them. then I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I just don't believe you. Like, I have Legatus, okay? Legatus could potentially end up saying, hey, there's a lot of bots in my chat. A lot of the time, I get a lot of bots. Facts. I don't think Legatus was there when I was getting some people actually getting annoyed that I liked the Pokemon game. I have to talk to people a lot of the time that end up saying they hated the Pokemon game, and why the hell did you like that? I have a private DMs with somebody that I've met where we started talking Pokemon. He was like, it's awful, even though he's never played it. And it's like, yeah, I don't believe you. I'm not going to listen to you. I don't let it bother me. Grow the fuck up. You're a much bigger streamer than me, and I'm not even the one who lets it bother him. But it's clear that this stuff bothers you, and you try to start drama for the sake of starting drama to try to get victim points, I guess? I don't know. You sound like a loser right now.
Shit about the game, talking shit about the game. I'm constantly getting people talking about what this content creator said, what that content creator said, the entire stream. It's so fucking annoying. And then Arknight's Enfield, barely any sleep, and I'm getting these comments all stream for.
All I'm hearing is you're a victim. And you haven't shown any of these comments once. You're saying it's happening all stream. You would imagine somebody would be able to actually find these comments that you're saying exist. Nobody's seen them, and all you've shown is like 3. Where are they? And quit acting like a fucking victim, dude.
12, 14 hours straight. I keep getting them every now and then. Now, like I said, not every single one of them will talk to. Some of them are just like sharing their thoughts, like, oh yeah, this is good, but I hate this part about it. This is good, but I hate.
But those are the ones that you showed us. Those are the ones that you ended up showing us being the things that people were seeing.
Hate this. And then there was also people that were just really outright negative. Wu was better. Genshin's better, saying that the Factorio system's ass, the combat's boring, the game's slow, the story sucks. Like, I was hearing this all stream, okay? And I know it's just criticism, but this is my point. Nobody asked, bro. Like, when you are trying to enjoy something.
Okay, you want to do that. Okay, you want to do that. You want to act that way. You want to act that way. Nobody asked for your opinions. When it came to your shit, nobody asked for your opinions. We go back over to the thread. Nobody asked you to be toxic and go after other people for their opinions. Nobody asked you to do that. So yeah, you're being a hypocrite now. People are allowed to criticize. You're allowed to go around criticizing, going after other people for playing games that you don't like. You're allowed to go out there and play into the tribalism all day and night, but when they bring it to you, no, we can't do that. That's bad. That's bad. That's awful. That's awful. You've all been negative. But again, the only negative comments that we've seen are these, and they're not all that negative. It's kind of just like, yeah, not for me. Yeah, the system over here is a little bit better, and I can barely see what this one says. You're just lying. You're flat out lying right now for the sake of lying. What the fuck?
And you're sitting there having fun, and you constantly have people yap fucking talking how bad it is. It ruins your enjoyment for the fucking game, which is why a lot of times I don't really like streaming anymore when I'm playing a new game or a story game. I literally only stream now when I do actual content that's I can lock in for 4 hours and then fucking shut the stream off. I don't do games like I used to, like playing JRPGs on stream or RPGs or Souls-like games. I hate it so much because it just ruins your enjoyment of the game when you constantly have people.
Turn off the chat. Turn off the chat. And where's all this negativity in the chat? I'm not seeing it. You haven't shown us any evidence. You're just saying that it exists. But if it's bothering you that much, turn off the chat. I get that you need the chat to be able to see like the bits and everything like that, but if it's bothering you, turn it off. You don't have to look. I think that you should look at the chat and you should engage with the chat, but you don't have to. Tim Pool exists.
In your chat, just talking so much shit the entire time. It's like enjoying a movie, and then some dude walks in the movie theater that just watched the previous showing and start yelling at the bottom of the fucking steps about how much the movie sucks when you're sitting there.
I don't think that's the same, dude. I don't think that's the same. And if somebody was doing that, yeah, I would agree with you. But right now, you haven't even shown any evidence that any of this is actually happening and that you're receiving the toxicity. And you're just apologizing for, I'm sorry, but you're not actually even apologizing. You're just acting like a twat.
trying to enjoy the movie. It's fucking annoying. There's gonna be some changes that come to my content. From now on in my streams, if you do shit like that for any game, if I'm playing WUA and you're talking about fucking Hoyo games, if I'm playing Arknights and you're talking about WUA, if I'm just playing a game and you're talking about another content creator's drama, because I never do drama on my channel. Barely.
Well, you are now. Congratulations. You started up drama and you're being like, I never do drama on my channel. I'm never a part of drama. Well, you are now. Congratulations. You started this drama. You're in the drama. You're the center of the drama. Congratulations. And if you're going to keep banning people for talking about other games or talking about your drama, you are going to become more and more of a local DSP.
Ever. There's maybe one video or two that I've ever done, and that's either calling someone out for spreading lies about me or a game, or, you know, there had to be a big deal. I don't do that kind of content. I'm not going to do that kind of content. I hate that kind of content. I think it's for people that are not creative and can't think of anything else to do for content.
So then why did you do it? Why did you do it then? That becomes the question. Why did you start the drama? If you didn't, if it's, well, I was tired. That's not an excuse. Well, there was a bunch of negativity. We don't see where the negativity is. Well, I just don't like drama. Well, you did. You caused it. You've participated in the past. You're just lying now for the sake of lying.
I'm going to start banning people in my chat when they start doing that. I don't give a fuck how long you've been watching. If I'm playing fucking Ananta and you're talking about Arknights Enfield, about how Arknights Enfield is better than this and this game sucks, I'm banning you. I don't care. I don't want that kind of shit in my chat anymore. If that means I get less viewers, so be it. I don't really care. I don't do that.
Okay, DSP. Yeah, all I'm saying is that you're choosing to go down the DSP route. You're trying to act all like tough and everything, like, oh, you're gonna do this, I'm gonna be banning you, I'm gonna be banning you, even though you have no evidence that this stuff ever even took place. But you're just gonna start banning people. Okay, now you're admitting to being a soy. You're admitting to being weak. You're admitting to being kind of pathetic right now. Like this isn't big tough guy behavior. This is sad, pathetic. Sorry about that. I thought I could hold it in until after I got done, then I could pause and do that. I couldn't. No, but this is like pathetic wimps say this shit. I've had negativity in my chat tons of times. My own friends treat me like garbage a lot of the times. Guess what? I try to ignore it. Sometimes it blows up, but guess what? I try to ignore it. And if it bothers me, I either close chat or I go away. It's not the end of the world because they're just randos on the internet. They're not your wife. They're not your girlfriend. They're not your brother. They're not your family. They have no actual impact on you at all. But you showing them that this has impact, yes, you now look weak. You look pathetic. You're bending over for the internet people to make fun of you.
It's full time. I mean, I put in full-time hours, but I do this as a side hustle. I have a business that I own, and I own multiple properties. I don't need this. I do this for fun. I do this because I wanted to cultivate and build my own community that liked the same things and were like-minded in the same thoughts that I was about anime or video games. I didn't do this because I wanted to make money and be rich. Like, the amount of time I'm putting into this and the investment I'm getting in return is probably not even worth it, to be honest. So that being said, to my...
Okay, then stop doing it. By the way, I know, Weasel. I'm making a point, but then stop doing it. If the toxicity is getting to you, you don't need the money, you're just doing this because you enjoy it, then stop. Nobody's forcing you to do this. You just said, like, I don't do this for the money. I have a business. I get a whole lot more money everywhere. Okay, then do that. Focus in on that. But it's pretty clear all this is getting to you, and you probably do need the money. Yeah, I'm willing to bet you do need the money because nobody that actually doesn't need the money doesn't say they don't need the money. You just say that to try to act big and tough when in reality you kind of sound like a pathetic loser.
Community, I apologize. I should not have said WUA community. I should have said my community or Gacha community as a whole, because the Gacha tribalism is just getting, man, it's insufferable, dude. I don't know how. These people literally have no lives. They will. You
sound like you have no life. You're crying about dumb people on the internet. And listen, I follow some of these dumb people. Like, the reason I even saw this, I'm going over here, I'm not trying to be mean right now. I saw it because Kazahara responded to this. That's the only reason I saw this, okay? Those people don't matter. If you're going to sit there and say these people don't matter and everything like that, then treat them like they don't matter. Treat them like the losers you say that they are. But right now you're showing that they matter to you. They're bothering you. You look weak to them. You have shown them you have shown them your brown starfish. Congratulations. You look pathetic. Nobody want to see that. Grow a pair. You're toxic. People called you out for being toxic. People called you out for being a fucking drama whore. And now you're crying because people saw through it, and now you're acting like this apology is gonna work at anything. It's not. This is just pathetic.
Die for their game. Holy shit, man. Get a job or a hobby or something. It's actually
You get a job, get a hobby. Grow up. People are allowed to like their game. It ain't the end of the world. Just be like, okay, whatever. I don't care.
insane. I can't even really talk because I've been saying so much shit on Twitter, like arguing with these people, back with these people.
Yeah, you can't talk. You have no room to be fucking talking right now. You are just as bad as the people you are calling out.
Shooting back at these people. Going forward, also, Twitter, I'm not doing shit like that anymore. I'm going to post things I like, and I'm going to talk about story stuff. Maybe just post like, oh, my video's up, something like that.
Yeah, the reason you're not doing that is because you got BTFO'd and got made fun of relentlessly, and people found out that you're a massive hypocrite. You're trying to hide away and trying to act like this is going to stop anything. No, in the reality, you're just a pathetic piece of twat.
Other than that, I'm not dealing with those fucking retards anymore. I don't have time for that. I'm just going to start banning people and blocking, and that's it, and move on with my life. And enjoy video games, enjoy anime, enjoy hanging out with my community, my chat. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you start being toxic, you're going to be banned, because that's another thing.
Oh, so you're going to... Now, if somebody leaves a negative comment... You're just going to ban them. You're banning everybody that disagrees with you. That's what you're going to be doing. You are going to become the next DSP. You're going to become a next DSP and just yell ban, 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 ban. You're going to ban everybody for just being negative, disagreeing with you, criticizing you, thinking that this is stupid. Okay, that's a smart move. Openly tell the internet what makes you weak. That sounds like a brilliant idea. Openly tell the internet that if you call me out for being a hypocrite, I'm going to ban you. Yeah, that works. That works out a lot, buddy. That's sad. You have all this money. You have this business that rakes in cash. You have all these properties. Focus in on that. Do this as a side hustle. Because guess what? If that is actually raking in the money that you say it is, and this is losing you money, you would be less caring if people are being negative to you on the internet. You would be less caring about all that. You'd be like, I don't care. I'm doing this for fun. They can have their opinion of me. I'm doing this for fun. Like I am. My day job pays way more than YouTube. Guess what? I don't care. I move on with my life. I deal with the things that actually impact my life and not what Twitter weirdos think of me.
A lot of people didn't like go out of their way to say like, hey man, I don't think you should have said that. It immediately went from that, like what I said, to calling me names, calling me slurs, calling me bald, ugly, calling me...
Calling you names? Yeah, welcome to the internet. Take your number. People are going to do that. You don't have to deal with it. You could just ignore it. You can mute them. You could act like, hey, I'm not going to deal with you. I don't want to see you. You don't have to block them, because when you block them, you show them your butthole. People are going to act this way. And the big thing is they saw that you were a hypocrite. You've done this before. You've done what you are criticizing to other people. You've attacked other people. So quit acting like you're above all this, because you're not. You're just admitting to being a hypocrite right now.
Need to force our bro. You guys need to really find a new one, because that one, it's not even funny. Like, first of all, me and him don't even do the same content. You never seen a bald person before? Jesus fucking Christ. I was bald before he was, for fucking Christ's sake. It's funny too, because people were calling me a toxic drama woo CC. See, that's what I mean by these.
But you are toxic. You are a drama content creator. You are. You're acting like you're not, but the thread's here. The thread's here of everything that you've done. Like, there's no evidence to back up your initial claim. You're just saying that happened. You're saying people are doing these bad, awful things to you, but there's no proof that any of this actually went down. The thing is, though, that there's proof that you've done this stuff, that you've acted this way, that you've gone after people for the behavior that now you're receiving. Like right here, bro deleted the post, laughing emoji. We got you right here. No shot, Woowa is actually about to do a Greek story better than HSR and better than character LMAO. Hey, we could come over here. If Genshin won, they would have gotten 3 chicken legs. You're the one that acts like a freaking soy boy right now. You're the one acting the way that you hate. You're a hypocrite and a loser. I don't even know you, and I'm able to look through all this stuff and figure out how pathetic you are.
These people don't even actually watch my content. They just were trying to jump on the hate train because they're losers. Because I barely ever do any kind of drama content. Like I said earlier, I'm one of the only content creators besides maybe like Marco, Gotcha Smack, Brand Online, Ajek. Like, I'm one of the few Gotcha like Woowa creators that actually deeply pay attention to the story and lore, deeply care about what's happening in the story, do in-depth reviews on the story. My reaction.
Then why make the post to begin with? Well, I was sleepy. Okay, but you still made the post. Well, I was in my right head. You made the post, and then you doubled down on the post, and you keep pushing that what you said was accurate with no evidence. Well, I don't have time to look through the 14-hour streams. The people that were disagreeing with you and calling you out did, and they found that there was no evidence to back up your claims. Well, I deleted those logs. They're not real. You're not going to find them. No, what it is you got caught with your pants down, showing everybody your butthole, and now people are making fun of you for showing everybody your butthole. You look sad, you look pathetic, and you're acting like DSP. Like, I'm bringing up DSP. This is how DSP acts. I'm going to cause a bunch of drama. I'm going to act like I'm this big bad dude, but then I'm going to go around and go like, I hate toxicity. I hate drama. I hate being a part of all this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm just here to be chill. I'm here to be nice. I'm going to ban you if you bring up toxicity. All while at the same time bringing up toxicity and causing toxicity. You are up there with DSP on the levels of patheticness I'm seeing right now. Jesus Christ, dude. Welcome to lolcal status.
Actions. I'm always excited. I'm always paying attention. I'm always locked in. A lot of these other CCs, if you want to call someone a woo CC, that's a drama fucking CC. I have plenty of names I can give you, okay?
Yeah, you. Yeah, what's your name again? Legions Gaming? Yeah, you. This sounds like you.
Me, one of them? No. Also, to all the content creators that were jumping on this hate train the moment they saw it, but you were pretending to be friends with me behind the scenes, fuck you. And this is exactly why I don't like doing fucking collab.
I mean, I'll give you that one.
Content, because you're all a bunch of fucking snakes that are just looking for...
Well, here's the thing, actually, now that I say that, here's the thing. Were you hypocritical to them? Did you treat them like shit? Did you treat them like shit behind the scenes? And they just didn't call you out because of whatever reason? They might have a point. If they've seen you act this way before, they might have a point. So they might actually have a win. I'm gonna straddle the fence on this one, but they might be right. At the same time, you're right. There's a lot of fake friends out there, but they also might be correct that you are not a good person.
For the moment to get a little bit of views. All fucking losers. But going forward, yep, just going to keep doing the content that I've been doing. Story content, review content, reactions, all that stuff, giving you updates on new games that are coming. I'm going to be adding a lot more like review stuff for like other games. I have some things that I got planned I want to post, but I'm still trying to finish. There's some video games behind the scenes, but hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the apology. I know I was...
This wasn't an apology. This was a hypocritical stance. And again, the only reason I saw this was because of this, and that led me to like wanting to dig into what is this stuff, what am I seeing here, trying so hard to keep his image. What kind of apology video is this? Obviously got blocked, and we see this
in my chat. I mean, people that I recognize from my woo streams that always come in only for my woo streams and nothing else, constantly saying things like the story is boring, the factory system is ass,
like there's no evidence for all this. And then this dude got blocked for just saying XD. That's what led me to all this. You just blocking a dude for saying XD. That's really lame and pathetic, dude. Like this is next level pathetic bullshit that you're doing. I've seen some pathetic shit in my life. That's why I'm calling you DSP right now. But people just laughing at you is getting them banned. You're a hypocrite. You're a loser. You're pathetic. You caused the drama, and now you're pissed off that people are pointing out that you're causing drama. And you're going to sit there and say, I don't cause drama. I'm not drama-ridden, blah, blah, blah. No, you are. You are. Own up to it. Just be like, hey, if you actually want to apologize, be like, hey, you know what? I fucked up. I made some claims, and they weren't really there. I was tired. Some of the negativity did get to me, even though it wasn't that bad of negativity. No, but instead, what did you say? You said that they're being super negative. The tribalism's awful. They're all pathetic losers that are coming after me right now. None of them are real, but they showed evidence, and you have no evidence to back up your claims. And now you're just saying, I'm going to ban and block anybody I want. Good. You're a lolcal now. Welcome to DSP status. Sit down, we'll get to you eventually. So I might actually clip this out and turn it into a video, because what the fuck did I stumble onto? But I was going to maybe play some Persona tonight, but I don't think we have the time, because now I want to download this and get that clip so I can make a video on it. Hopefully have it up here soon, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to edit it a little bit. I have to cut some stuff out and fix it up, but that might be it for tonight, because I still have work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I don't. The forecasted weather for tomorrow, let me look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. No, that's calendar. Where's weather? Weather? Tomorrow I'm supposed to have a high of 24. So, yeah, you know what? That won't be that bad. Oh, Friday's going to be awful. Friday has a high of 18. Ugh. Ugh. The main reason, so I love the cold. I love the cold time of year. The main reason, though, I'm not enjoying like this level of cold is because I have to put on my coveralls because it's that fucking cold out. Oh my God, it's freezing outside. And that's just, it constricts me. It makes it harder for me to do my job, and that's why I don't like it. But at least I'm warm. I'm really warm in those. So I have to look forward to that tomorrow. Oh, I will say this. I need to work with my boss again. March. Okay, I can't go to MegaCon. As much as I want to, I can't afford it. Not the end of the world. Sucks, but there's other things. But what I am going to do instead, March 11th through the 13th, I'm going to be taking time off to celebrate my birthday. That's right. March 11th is my wonderful birthday. So we will be having a birthday extravaganza that day where you guys will be able to pay and I'll take shots. I'll do something like that. Okay? Because it's my birthday. Might as well have some fun with you guys. Freak out. Might have to figure out how to give somebody else some extra controls just to be on the safe side to make sure nothing stupid happens. But that's the plan right now. March 11th through the 13th, we'll do a birthday extravaganza. We'll probably just go from like, it'll be Wednesday. I'll figure out the time, but we might do a very long stream into the 12th. Take the 12th off, relax a little bit. 13th, come back stronger than it. Just to celebrate me. Because we need to celebrate me. I'm such a great dude. We need to celebrate me. So yes, stick tuned, stay around for that. Tomorrow night, we'll figure out what we'll talk about, see what day brings by, Pokemain, Moist, whatever. We'll take it one day at a time. Maybe it'll be some more like pop culture news. Maybe High Guard will succeed and we'll have to talk about that. Maybe it will flop day one and we can laugh at that. So in the meantime, you all have a lovely night. Have a lovely day wherever it is in the world that you guys might be. Let's see who we can raid into real quick before we head out, because it just dawned on me I did not raid yesterday. Monitor, no, customization, redirect, search, not going there. Not going there. I thought maybe Beardo was streaming. I guess not. So I guess we're not raiding into anybody because I don't want to raid into those people that are live. Anyways, I guess that's that. Take care. See you later. Bye. Love you. And kiss your wife for me.